I'm recording.
Yeah, you gotta get that theme music in the record. That's the main thing. Okay, so last session, you were heading out of the town of Valkyrie after the eventful festival of the Blazing Sun. Along the road, this was the one previous, you'd met up with the Black Carriage and got your invitation to dinner. And we picked up where you were then heading along the road to Koresk. The road was interesting. Your first camp up, Solidus and Blight both undertook the Dream Pastries enjoyable sleep, which was a first for Blight. He hadn't experienced that before. So they were out cold for 8 hours on the back of the wine cart, and the rest of you took it upon yourself to keep watch. Whilst watching, Bruce and Callan, I believe, you two were on the first watch, and you heard some screams coming from just a way off the track. You tracked them down to a small cabin in the woods. As you approached the cabin, it looked dark, but then suddenly a female figure was at the window, banging on it, screaming, trying to get out. And as you moved forward, she went to the door, and the door was shaking. You guys obviously panicked and thought she was in distress.
Bruce panicked. Kurt had it under control.
Callan was like pretty chill. You kicked down the door.
Seen this shit before.
When you got into the cabin, you found it was empty. There was nothing apart from a rotten bed, just decay and grass coming through the floor, cracks in the roof. No sign of a woman, no sign of a thing that came and grabbed her at the window or anything like that. So, a bit freaked out by this, you searched the room a bit, and you did find a small cauldron, which was filled with bits of bone and hair and a substance that you presume would be decay and rot. So Bruce was like, well, I'm heading back to the convoy, and Callan was like, well, I'm going to hang out here for a little bit. So he climbed up a nearby tree and just observed the scene and found it seemed to repeat itself after a set period of time, even to the point that when he entered again, it was empty and there was nothing there. So who knows? As day broke, you headed back to the wagon and you headed on your way up the Slavic road.
He did take the hair.
Oh yeah,
bone.
he pocketed the hair.
And he also set the cabin ablaze.
And he set the cabin.
Small detail.
Didn't want to, but got a roll 20 or something, did he?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you destroyed someone's hut and took some hair. Successful night. You headed back to the cart and you trekked on a bit. And as you came to the Raven River crossing, you found that. Hang on, I've just got distracted by behind Alex.
I was just looking at that. You've got a lovely fake fire going.
No, it's just the TV.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Ah, cool. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
You're back on the road. You got to the Raven River crossroads, and at that point, one of you sensed a presence, some people. It turned out to be Vistani, who you assumed were maybe just hiding in the bushes, chilling out at first, but then a couple of you were a bit twitchy, and it basically escalated into an all-out brawl.
No, Callan fucking shot him for no reason.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Mm.
They gave us safe passage,
I don't
and Callan
have to
was
justify
like,
myself.
"Oh, Solidus told me to shoot him." Yeah, all right.
Did the right thing. I got in there before Solidus. So they would have done it.
I was just slightly suspicious, and you just went all cock in.
It was
Yeah.
guys hiding in bushes, I'll give you that. Like, it's not
Yeah.
really murder hobo too much. Anyway, this battle ensued, but as a team, you were really strong. Irina came out with a massive fireball and wiped the load out in one go. You were strategic with the bridge, using it for cover, and quite easily managed to wipe out a big group of guys. Did you find out the reason for them?
Yeah, there was a letter.
Yeah,
They got sent by Lady What's-Her-Face.
Lady Watka.
That's the one. Yeah, Lady Watka Face.
Yeah. So
she-
you presume
yeah,
that she
she-
has some vendetta with you now after your
after we left.
discussion in the dining room. Anyway,
It's because
um,
Solidus called her a fucking bitch.
probably.
To be fair,
was.
she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, having quickly got rid of the issue, you headed along the road further up and you came to the fortified town of Karesk. The weather at this point has changed. You're now more in the lower mountain regions. There's snow thick on the ground and the trees are pine and it's that alpine sense. At the fortified gate, there was a little bit of a hold up while the Burgomaster came, but seeing that you were with Adrian and you had bought the wine, he let you passage into the village. Inside, you briefly got to speak to the Burgomaster and got settled in his cottage before he took you on a small tour of the town and took you up to the blessed pool of St. Markovich in the north. It was in this pool you decided to bathe, as recommended by the Burgomaster, for its healing properties. And you found that the water does have healing properties. Also, while in here, who was it who found the item?
Solidus used his necklace, underwater necklace, to pick it up and then give it to Bruce.
Bruce was like, Schmeagol.
Yeah.
My birthday's precious. Give it to me.
So the item.
I need to put that in my. Is there actually an item on here, Paul?
There should be.
Equipment.
Have a search and look.
What would it be called? Symbol of Ravenkind.
Yeah.
Holy symbol of Ravenkind. Wondrous item.
Yeah, because you did your thingy on it, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got it. So I
Yeah.
could attune to it, I guess, overnight.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you can attune to it overnight. So you found this holy symbol buried in the midst of this pool, so that was a big bonus, and it was also one of the things that your Taraka reading had been leading you towards. So you decided to turn in for the evening and then head up to the Abbey, because you were also reading into your other cards, which said there'd be someone at the Abbey potentially waiting to meet you. Yeah?
Okay.
Anything I missed?
I got a dog.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
called Lou.
Called Lou.
Yeah, one of the Vistani dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah, you got.
He
a
got
dog, didn't
really high on the animal handling
you?
and
Oh, I did not make
gained
a dog token.
he sounded pissed off at the time as well. I was like, great, now I've got to add a fucking dog to the party.
Oh, crumbs.
It's alright,
Okay.
we left Jeff behind, didn't we?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
You have to.
the dog will have
Day
like
goes
4
by, I
hit
don't think
points.
that's, yeah.
I miss Jeff.
I think I put it with the characters. Yeah, it's with the characters. Cool. All right. So we pick up with you heading back to the Burgomaster's cottage.
Oh, Paul, there was
Um,
something
yep.
that was said that I watched back, but I didn't make a note of. Dimitri was talking about the Abbey, and he
Mhm.
said that there's a guy there who hasn't been aging or something.
Yeah, he told you about the abbot. So the abbot runs
The
Abbey.
Abbot.
Yeah.
But the guy who visits, he was saying there's a guy who visits every now and again.
He
That's the guy who
comes
does
down
it,
to visit
doesn't
the
it?
town every now and again.
Oh, is that the abbot
So-
still?
The Abbot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the abbot, and the abbot is in the monastery. That's his like realm.
And what did he say? He hasn't aged in like 100 years or something? Did he
Yeah,
say?
he said it doesn't look like he's aged today.
That's suspicious.
Well.
Vampires don't age either.
Let's go
Anyway.
find out his secret.
Okay.
So your plan was to head up to the abbey.
After a night's rest.
Yeah, after a night's rest. I think it was late night,
Yeah.
like dusk by the time you were in the pool anyway. So
Uh-huh.
switch over to this and pick up. So you head back to the Burgomaster's cottage, and as I described before, it's a simple room, just a space for you to sleep. None of the places in Karesk are large, and you've seen walking through the town that they're all like simple wooden construct cottages.
Did Solidus have to dry himself from the pool, or does it just like soak it? Does it get crumbly? Like what happened?
How
I
porous am
don't
I?
think you've got a vulnerability to water, have you, Solidus?
No, not.
Then you
no,
should be alright. He should
He's
just
made of
soak
pumice.
away like a whetstone.
Yeah.
So you head back, and you turn in for the evening. You ready? Anything you want to do before you turn in? You're in a small room. Probably a double bed, which some of you could sleep in. The rest are just dotted around the floor on packs and stuff.
I promised Solidus that we would spoon, so
You did.
so
That's what I did.
Spooning on
we
the floor,
shall.
or have you bagged the bed?
All bags
Yeah,
in the bed
Yeah.
He's a big spoon.
is the big spoon.
Yeah.
Solidus is big spoon.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. If they're sleeping, and I'll go bury this this woman's hair in the.
Okay. Well, we'll
in
see
the
you
churchy
meditate
bit.
for the first 4 hours, and then we'll come onto you to do your thing in the middle of the night. So, you all sleep soundly in the modest comfort of the Burgomaster's cottage. It's humble, but the thick walls and the wool blankets keep out the cold. Adrian has made space for himself in one corner and sleeps deeply, tired from the events of the previous day. His mind is most likely pondering the safety and the future of his family. So, Callan, after your meditation, you sit up and look at the group. You ponder on how far you've come since your first meeting as strangers in the forest clearing. Your past dwells heavy on your heart, and you wonder when you'll see home again. And as you sit and think and prepare to head out to bury the hare, you hear shouts from outside.
Can I see out the window? Is there a window?
Not really. It's like a solid room with a door at the back.
All right, I'll
The
try
shouts
and.
are faint. They're not enough to wake anyone else, and they're coming from
Okay.
the south.
Can I open the door and try to see
Yep.
the commotion?
Yeah. So you
Scream! Keep it down! We're trying to sleep.
Oh, you shut up! Being sure to close the door tightly behind you so the wisps of snow do not enter the room. As you come out, you see the source of the shouting as the guards up on the wall, and now you're outside of the thick walls. You hear the calling out, "Forest folk, south at the tree line!" You see lit torches reflecting off the falling snow in an orange glow. So to sort of show you on the map, if you come down to the main gate, down here where you entered.
Are we all asleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're faint shouts, but Callan, with him he meditates 4 hours and he's up, so he would have picked it up. The Burgomaster's cottage is basically here, and you've exited from the back, so you can see the guardhouse from where you are.
So we're here, you see.
Just this little house down here.
Right. So the shouts. So they're coming from the two
So the
towers.
shots-
Who put
yeah,
the
the
gate?
shots coming from the main gate. When you entered, you saw that the guards who look out on like the road, they're up there, and that's the people who are shouting.
And they shouted what? Sorry.
They shouted "Forest folk south at the tree line."
Oh dear.
Can you get up onto the wall?
Yeah, you
Is
see
it
from
quite
this
easy to-
side. There's a small ladder next to one of the towers that's easy enough to climb up.
Can I go check it out? Have a little goosey
Yes, you
gander.
make your way from the back of the cottage along to the small ladder and climb up. No one seems to pay you much attention with you coming from the inside. From the battlements, you stare out across the barren stretch of land to the tree line. Here, with your enhanced elf vision, you see forms moving between the trees. Taking your time and staring for long enough, you make out small plant creatures, similar to ones you'd seen in the winery. Their twigs and vine forms camouflaging well within the forest. Scanning the lines, you also see the faint flashes of flesh, possibly the forest folk, masters that you had previously fought. A flaming arrow flies past your peripheral, and it falls just short of the tree line, a warning shot to those who dare to advance.
Well, it seems like they've got it all under control. Good job, guys.
Are you talking to him?
Yeah. So is this a common occurrence? Does this happen a lot, or is this new?
Been happening more and more the past months. They just come and watch and wait at the tree lines. Don't advance any further.
You say it's
Know what
happening
the
more and
time-
more. What's changed in the last few months that you think would cause this to?
Nothing on this side. We
Okay.
keep our ground. We stay ready. But
Have
seem
they
to
ever
be
been
watching.
bold enough to come in, try to climb the walls?
No, not yet. They stay at the tree line. We fire warning shots like this if they ever try.
Not yet. Okay.
Well, that's why we guard.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean to boast, but I'm a good marksman. So should you need me, just give me a shout.
Okay. Well, we appreciate that. Your name was?
Callan. I didn't know whether I was going to give him a false name then,
Just
but
wait.
then that would be counterproductive, wouldn't it? Yeah, and I'm
We're
pretty
looking
sure
for
there'd
a
be
Jeff.
few other guys. Yeah, if you happen to see a metal guy coming through them trees, squeaking as he walks, kind of sounds like
Right.
Jeff, Jeff, Jeff. Then yeah, don't kill him.
Okay, I'll pass that around the watch.
Okay, cheers.
Sort of looks oddly across at one of his things. Like, okay.
I noticed that, but I try not to cry. I'm gonna go
So
back
did-
into the cabin.
Yeah.
Quietly.
Did you want to go and bury your stuff?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was the main reason why I left. Yeah, I wanted to go bury the woman's remains on the church ground.
On the
Pretty
on the
please.
abbey grounds?
I'm not familiar with an abbey. This is a religious thing, isn't it?
If you're
Is it holy ground?
if you're looking for holy ground, you've sort of got two options. There was the shrine at the pool, which is the shrine to St. Markovich, and there's also the abbey, but the abbey is up like it's about 600 feet up a winding path. So you could go to the shrine and bury it around there.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
So you
'Cause
make
I'm
your way through
lazy.
the town.
Don't railroad the DM.
Yeah, yeah.
Go wherever you want, dude.
You're not ready for this area yet.
I'm going back to the other town we came from. I'm off.
Yeah.
In a bit.
What's going to happen in there?
And
I've
Callum
taken the
was
horses.
So you head through the town. You don't see any light coming from the houses. Everyone seems to be turned in. You do hear
Seems
some
to be.
grunts of animal noises, pigs, a few clucks of chickens coming from inside the houses.
Right.
You head up the roads.
I hope they're grunts from animals.
It's hard to tell. Make a perception check.
They're just people getting it on.
The population is small and
Perception.
brisk.
That's a bad one. 10. I'm not
10?
really paying attention.
It's hard to tell
Yeah.
whether they're grunts of people or animals, but they're grunts. So you head up to the pool. The pool's still giving off this a glow, like a light blue glow. So it's easy enough to see your way around even with your dark vision. And you find a small area next to the shrine, pull back the snow, dig a small amount of earth and place her remains into it.
Okay. I
Anything
feel
else?
better for that.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna stay around this shrine
Okay.
for the next couple of hours until they wake up, and then make my way back. You know, just as I think the time that they should be waking up, I'll start making my way back to the cabin.
Yeah.
But
So you
until then,
wait
I'm
at
just
the
gonna
shrine.
walk around this place.
Until you see the sun come up, knowing that they often wake up around that time. So it's peaceful. It's peaceful. The night air is cold, but you've got enough to keep you warm.
Is it one of them places where you forget that you're under constant surveillance from Strahd?
Definitely. Yeah.
Hmm.
This is probably one of the first times you felt sanctuary from the walls and the guards and peace. This is the furthest you've been away since you've been in Barovia from Strahd's castle. And you've noticed as you've come from the village of Barovia, to Vallaki to here, the further you get away from Strahd, the further you get away from Castle Ravenloft, the less his presence seems to be. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we just set up a little life here then?
Yes.
Yeah, we're retired.
Now.
We do this every 2 weeks, but we just like farm.
The one thing you do notice though is the looming wall of mist that cuts off the tree line.
I was going to say, how far away is that mist from the town?
Roughly.
Roughly.
I believe each square is 50 feet.
Also, it's literally where the map finishes here.
So, yeah, it's about 300 feet.
Who
from the walls.
Who wants to run into the mist and see what happens?
Have you ever seen The Mist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No film.
You first.
Best ending to a film ever.
Oh, what a load of shit.
It was awesome. Anyway,
Spoilers.
so
No joking, I've seen it.
heading back to the rest of you guys. It's a peaceful night. You sleep warm and feel safe. However, as Irina is sleeping, she begins to dream.
Oh, don't do it, Paul.
Irina's eyes open, and she's at the edge of St. Markovitch's pool. She looks around at the cold night that feels warm. She steps forward to the pool edge and bends down to look in. An image appears in the sparkling blue waters. A handsome young man, kind, noble visage. The sadness in his eyes turns to sudden joy. Tatiana, he says, it's been so long. Come, my love. Let us be together at last. Irina gasps, nearly stumbles backwards in surprise. After a moment's shock wears off, she kneels back down at the water's edge and looks at the man. Her eyes light up with sudden realization. Sergei? She asks. Yes, it is I, Tatiana, the man replies. Take my hand and let us be together. And as this, a hand comes out of the water and emerges from the pool, the ripples echoing out across, reaching out to her. Irina takes her hand and she begins to reach forward, stopping just short of grasping the watery hand. You can see an expression of pain, conflict wash over her face. Her eyes begin to well up and her breath becomes ragged. I remember now, she says shakily. I remember everything. About you, about us, and all that came after. I am Tatiana, and Mariana, and Anne, and so many others. Irina's jaw tightens and she speaks through clenched teeth. Oh, many times he has tricked me and lured me. Not anymore. She stands up and wipes the tears from her eyes. Sergei, my love, I am Irina Kolyana now, and I have a responsibility to the people of Barovia. I must help bring light to this land and end my brother's cycle of torment forever. But I swear, I shall return to you when my work is finished. Sergei smiles sadly as Irina blows him a gentle kiss and turns away. As his image fades, you can hear the last words echo on a breeze. Until then, Tatiana. Until then. Irina awakes. She looks around the room at the rest of you waking from a night's rest. As she lifts the covers, she sees her knees are muddy, as if she's knelt in soft dirt. And the dawn breaks and you wake.
I was about to say, lovely, lovely music. And then it stops.
Walking in with Starbucks.
So it's morning.
Callan didn't see like they didn't
I
cross
didn't see
paths. Didn't see that, I guess. See her there or anything.
No.
I just found this great bagel place.
Yeah. Nice to have a night where we didn't get attacked by something as well.
Well, funny you should say that.
I got a full 40 minutes.
Me and Solidus slept really well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I give him a little sniff.
You've-
Just on the back of the head.
You're very what's the word? Hard.
24/7, baby.
And I'm not talking about your body.
Oh god. So
Hey, don't worry about that, baby. It's just the morning.
as you get yourself together, does Irina want to divulge her dream to anyone?
Does she look? Is she acting any different? I mean, do we notice the muddy paws?
It's up to you. You're Irina. You can try and hide it. You can tell him.
Oh, am I
It's her
doing
knees.
Irina's role playing? Okay.
For this part, you can.
I got
Hello.
dirty knees, boys.
Well done. Anything else?
I don't know what to say as
Everyone just
Irina.
looked at your knees and just done something. That's great.
We all noticed this, I assume. A red.
Unless you try and hide it, you can make a.
I don't suppose she would hide it. I slept well, had a lovely dream.
What happened to your knees, Red?
Well, I dreamt I was by the pool. Maybe it wasn't just a dream. I saw my love.
Alan enters the room, having returned.
Oh, donuts.
A story for another time, maybe.
Did you go somewhere?
Not knowingly, but I was in my dreams. I was knelt by the pool, and I saw that man that was mentioned in the Strahd's tome, Sergi, the love of Tatiana, and this wave came over me that I am Tatiana, and I longed to be back with him.
So the other thing that comes over you is you've this isn't the first reincarnation. You've had Mariana, who was a scout. You've had Anna, who was like a berserker sort of warrior type person. Aliana, who was a spy in the criminal underground, and Christiana, who was a knight.
Are these all people of Barovia?
Yeah. Everyone's been in Barovia. However, they've all had different roles to play over the years. You can see
Does
this
she
stretch back
know-
years and years.
Does she know these people?
Yeah,
Like that.
She almost gets flashbacks of their life, and if you imagine like a dream of just these flashing images of different people, but she knows each one is her, and they all have this distinctive look.
Were they incarnations after Tatiana or before Tatiana?
After.
And each time she's been reincarnated, Strahd's come after her.
Yeah.
And what did she mean by he tricked me? What's he done each time? Has he killed her or?
So many times he has tricked me and lured me. There's been varying things. There's been, again, this trail of destruction that Irina's had, where everything around her seems to be breaking down. There's been times where he just outright come and tried to take her, and she's taken her own life, or in the action of him coming and attacking, she's died.
So each time he's tried to lure her
Each time
away,
seems to be
she's ended
slightly
up dying.
different way. Yeah.
And that's why she keeps being reincarnated. It's not something that he's done, it's because she's died each time.
Yeah, there's a mix of things. Sometimes he's never killed her intentionally.
Right.
She knows that.
Does
But
she?
there's been occurrences.
But she still doesn't know what he wants with her ultimately, other than potentially just.
The thing that clicks in her brain is that, from what you know of the tome, and what she knows of the tome, that with Tatiana being Strahd's love, he wants to marry her, and he wants to force her to fall in love with him.
Okay.
That's his end goal with her.
And she's, as far as she's aware, she's the only one who's being reincarnated. Sergi isn't being reincarnated or any others, or.
Yeah, just her.
Okay. Well, she kind of like relays that information to the group then, I guess,
Yeah, and tells him of the dream.
but then ends it with basically what she said at the end of the dream, which is my duty is to now watch over these people of Barovia, and I'm not going to succumb to his power again. And I go, that's really fucking handy because you're really strong and we could really use your help.
Question is, do we bring her to our little dinner party we were invited to?
Bruce says no. Does Irina want to? I don't know.
I don't think it'd be a good idea. We've come this far, and I feel like this. I don't know whether you feel the same, but this is probably one of the safest places we've been.
I agree. This is the furthest from Strahd. It seems pretty safe. They haven't had much trouble in years.
Yeah.
I don't know of a better place other than running headlong into the mist.
And I've never heard good tales of that. So perhaps I wait here while you go.
I think that would be wise.
If only we had Jeff, he could have stayed with me.
Oh, if only.
I
Got
say,
Solidus'
you
dog.
can look after Lou.
Thank you, Solidus. He would make me feel safer.
Good. And I would feel better about him being here at Strahd's house.
Well, I don't know what everyone's schedule is like for today, but I would like to pay my respects at the Abbey.
Yeah, I can desecrate an abbey. That's fine. Yeah.
So, as you make your plans for the day, you head into the main cottage and you see Dimitri and his wife have laid out a simple breakfast. You notice that the root stew that you had last night.
We all got a long rest.
Yeah, you've all had a long rest, so you can add that onto your characters.
Yes.
The stew that you had last night, which was made of like winter roots and sort of potato, like a stocky stew, no meat. This is still on the fire, and you see Anna adding more into it for the day's breakfast. And you've seen this sort of thing before in the land. It's like a rolling stew where each day something is added and changed, and it's served up as a different meal. So she pours you 4 bowls, and it's warming and filling, and it does the job.
Never ending
Dimitri,
stew.
as he sat round the table, as I presume you slept well.
Yeah, very well. Thank you.
Good.
First good night's sleep in a long time.
And what will be your plans? Are you heading back to the winery, or?
We were thinking of paying a visit to the Abbey. I'm a follower of the Morning Lord myself and would like to pay my respects.
Oh, and you visibly see his face change when you mentioned going to the Abbey. Not many people have been there, my friend. Not in a long time.
It's just up the road there, though.
Yes, we
Why?
keep ourselves to ourselves. It's odd rumours, that's all, I guess.
What do you mean, odd rumours?
Just. And at this point, you see Anna turn from the stew and look at him, and she gives him this glance. She doesn't hide it, but she gives him this glance. And says, listen, if you are going to the Abbey, I'm sorry to burden you with this, but I must ask you to do something for me, my family.
Sure.
You see, my family has been stricken with grief. Anna has borne 4 of my children, yet now we are childless. We have been plagued by ill fortune, and cold-handed death have come to our children too soon. Our last child, Ilya, was taken from us 7 days ago. He was only a child, 14 years of age. Not enough moons to even call him a man. Yet he was the last of my bloodline, and I fear now we will not be able to have another. Karesk's future is unclear. Without a son, I do not have a successor, and the small piece of sanctuary we have built here, I do not know what would happen to it. It's because of this I must ask you if you do go to the abbey to ask the abbot and tell him of my woe. And in the past he has worked miracles. Perhaps he could help us.
I hate to
You-
pry, but what's happened to each of your children?
At this point, Anna turns away and leaves the room, and you can see she's visibly distressed. And
I'm sorry, I don't
Burgomaster's
mean
face
to.
is- No, it's okay. It's still raw for us, unfortunately. But you deserve to know. It's been a mixture of things, illness, stillbirth, and it just seems as soon as they get any older, something happens and they're taken away from us. I cannot see the Lord of Light working in this way. There must be something. We must be doing something wrong, but I do not know what it is.
You've created a safe haven for many people and many families. I can't imagine you're doing anything wrong.
Thank you.
Perhaps it's the work of the Dark Lord. But I don't know why he would single you out.
I do not know. All I know is I had 4 children, now I have none.
This abbot, you say he's performed miracles before?
Yes, well, my father used to tell me stories when he first came to the land. The monastery was a place of healing. People would go with even things as bad as deformities and things like that, and
What about
the abbot
AIDS?
would be able to fix them. Yes, even that, my friend.
Wow.
What about rock people?
worst
Can you fix him?
I do not know whether he
What about wings and having to eat dirt every day?
Ding.
Perhaps. But after a time, people stopped going and people stopped coming back, so I have not dared to go and ask him myself. I fear if my wife lost me, she really would have nothing left.
Do you really believe it's that dangerous to go to an abbey that's just 600 meters down the road?
I will be honest with you, I fear the unknown.
It's within your walls, right?
Yes, it's up the pass, but as I said, they do not come down and we do not go up.
Well, Dimitri, if you knew about the week we've just had, I think you'll understand that we're pretty good in dangerous places.
I can see from your attire that you are capable.
And this abbot, you say he hasn't aged a day in years, 100 years, possibly?
When my father and his father described him to me, they described him the same as I see him now.
I mean,
As I said, he sometimes comes down to the pool and perhaps I am seeing a different man. But I do not know of anybody else who is up there apart from him and...
well, you sold me. Let's go.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
And what would you request we ask of him to maybe help you with your...
To help me any way he can with my son Ilya. He passed 7 days ago to fever.
Okay.
I just hope he can do something.
I will do my best.
Yeah, we'll give it a go.
So you finish up your meals and you exit the cottage in the grey morning light. And you see a small, as you exit out the back, a small but full family grave of the Koreskov line. 4 graves stand above the earth, each with a name and age no older than a teen. In the last grave, its earth still fresh, turned, and the grass not yet grown over, reads, Here lies Ilya, taken too soon by Mother Night. Born 721, died 735.
Does Blight just start munching on the fucking grave?
I'm so close to doing it.
He's like, I didn't know they had a free buffet.
I'm just like nervously twitching. No, I'm not going to.
Okay. You have eaten your grave dirt today, aren't you, Blight?
Yeah, I'll have some of mine this morning. I've still got some left.
Cool. Okay, so you're heading up to the Abbey?
Oh, one more thing. just before as we're leaving. Dimitri, are there any stores in your town somewhere that might sell potions of healing?
No. Koreska's rather odd. We work on a trade system.
Sure.
People who grow one thing take it to another cottage, and we keep the wine here, myself and my wife, and we distribute it when people need it. It's an economy that works within itself. We do not have visitors, so we do not have stores.
That's fair. Let's go. I just realised we've not picked up any healing potions at all
We don't
this
need 'em.
campaign.
Fuck it. I think you found 2 in Death House, didn't you?
Blight's got one. I've got written down. He's got a greater healing potion somewhere.
I've been hoarding one for like a long time.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. We've got something.
Yeah.
Shit comes to shore.
You popped. Anyway, okay.
Maybe it was you
So
that's got
you-
it. I know it was one of you.
You head through the town, and you begin to make your way up the path. So the switchback road that hugs the cliff is 10 feet wide and covered with loose gravel and chunks of broken rock. The ascent is slow and somewhat treacherous, with the cold wind blowing sideways. Even as you rise, the air grows colder as you near the top. You climb and climb and climb, and then you're around 400 feet above the village. And as you come up to this point, you see out across the walls and trees, and again you see the wall of mist that towers up to meet the grey sky, just cutting off the tree line surrounding the west side. So when you get to the top, get you guys on the map. So who have we got? Irina? You taking the dog?
Yeah, sure. He deserves a day out.
The dog. Bruce. Cam.
I thought you were talking about Irina. It's a bit rude.
Is that everyone?
Ugh.
I think that's everyone in it. Is that everyone?
Jeff.
He's still at the bottom. Jeff? No, not Jeff. Okay. So the road from the village climbs above the mist to a wide ledge on which the abbey is perched. A light dusting of snow covers the trees and the rocky earth. The gravel passes between 2 small stone outbuildings, on either side which stretches a 5-foot high, 3-foot thick wall of jumbled stones held together with mortar. Blocking the road are iron gates attached to the outbuildings by rusty hinges. They appear to be unlocked. Viewed through the gates, the stone abbey stands quiet. Its 2 wings are joined by 15-foot high curtain wall, and a belfry protrudes from the rooftop of the closer north wing, which also sports a chimney billowing grey smoke. So, just to give you orientation on the map as well, north is a different direction. So yeah. Anyway, north is left, I think. So, you guys over this way is north.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
So,
Alright.
As we approach, I just want to say, well, I suppose to the group, be aware this is a place that was foretold by Madame Ava and to me and Blight by some crazy dude on the road in. So just be aware.
Is that Bruce telling us to stay frosty?
Well, the notes I've got is there's a potential ally here, so but it's something to do with like a graveyard, so I don't know. I'm just saying it was mentioned. I can't really remember at this point.
A potential ally, a Vistani wanders this land. Seek her at St. Markovia's Abbey near the Mists.
Yeah, something to do with the graveyard as well. Ruby, I've got written down. I don't know why. But maybe we'll search the graveyard if we have the opportunity to.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, you've got the small stone wall, 5 foot wide, which you can see the abbey behind, these 2 outbuildings with the gates in between.
Can we go through? Can we go through?
Yeah. So, as you lead...
I don't see anyone
push
around.
No, you don't see anyone around at the moment.
Okay.
You push open the iron gates and they creak as they swing open and gouge out a mark in the snow. That would reveal... Let's get the areas revealed.
Oh, graveyard.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, fellas.
Going shopping.
I'm just gonna go and have a look.
Paul, can you remember what? You might be able to help me here. I've got Ruby written down as part of a notice this, and I don't know what it is. Was that a name or is it like an object?
That symbol
Or...
was on the card. The tarot card.
Was it from the tarot card, or have you taken a ruby somewhere?
No. Ruby is in like it's to do with this tarot card.
Oh, is it the description of the picture?
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
In
mean. It
front
might
of
have
you, I
been.
think it's like a woman holding a ruby in her hand.
Right. Okay.
Thingy, if I remember rightly.
Okay.
So I think it was the image that you were seeing on that. Okay. So as you enter into the abbey and come through, and you open the gate, and it squeaks as you open, you hear this rustle coming from the 2 buildings on either side, and a bit of a like a snarl, a startled snarl. Why the fuck were you guys summoned?
So solid as a sprint back quickly when he heard us.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Zoinks, go!
So these 2 forms come out
Craggy.
of either side.
Oh shit.
So what you see, it staggers you for a second, even you, and the full party, the horrors you've seen already. This thing that is now before you, just makes you just take a step back, and I'll show you what it looks like.
It's gonna be bad this today if we're scared.
Yeah.
So if you look in your journals, there is
Oh dear.
2 creatures, one called Otto and one called Siegfried. So, on the left, you see
Cool.
a creature about 4 foot 9 inches tall, squatted over the hunchback. Looks like a beardless dwarf with patches of donkey flesh covering his face and body. He has 1 human ear and 1 wolf's ear, a protruding wolf's snout and fangs. His arms and hands are human, but his legs and feet are like cat. He has a donkey's tail and he can barely speak common as he stutters towards you. The other one on your right is the left side of her face and body is covered with lizard scales. She's about the same height, just 4 foot, not much more. There's tufts of grey wolf hair on her body, and she has a pale human skin. 1 eye is a cat's eye, and 1 finger's on one of her hand resembles a cat's paw with opposable thumbs. So, as they come round, this one sort of, the more feline one, hangs next to the wall and almost like peers round. The other one stumbles forward, trailing behind these animal furs that he'd clearly been sleeping in. He sort of looks around in the daylight. Who goes there?
Hi there. We come in peace. We've just weary travellers.
Head and looking at you, unsure. Travellers.
Yeah, we've come to pay our respects to the Morning Lord at the Abbey.
And
We're
why
sta-
so many? So many company.
But this is our travelling party. We're staying in Kresk at the
Names?
moment. I'm Bruce Farabane.
Bruce, Otto,
Nice to meet you, Otto.
and that is Siegfried.
Siegfried.
And as you look, she cowers back. You wish to see the abbot?
Sure.
Then come, follow me.
They don't seem
Me.
like aggressive or anything.
No.
Oh man,
He
I want some
scutters
grape.
forward, almost on all fours, like his legs dragging behind him. He has this large shovel over one shoulder as well, you see, and as he starts to run, it just drags behind. He begins to lead you forward. As you're following behind him, the other one hangs back a little bit, and then slowly comes behind. As he's going, you just catch wisps of the Abbey. Not so many visitors in a long time. The other one was prettier. And he begins to growl in an odd way. He takes you up to these gates up here and then pushes them open. So I'll show you what you see as too diagonal when you've only got a rectangle revealer.
Should be able to like draw where you want it
God.
revealing.
Yeah, that would be cool. Dude, roll 20. I don't care that the web page is using significant memory. PC melting. Okay, so you should be able to see this area now. So he takes you into a large courtyard, and a thick fog fills the courtyard and it swirls as if eager to escape. The courtyard is surrounded by a 15-foot high curtain wall on which stand several guards with their backs to you. Or so it seemed at first. It's clear now that these guards are merely scarecrows as you pass underneath.
Oh,
The wooden doors to the north and east lead to the abbey's two wings. In the centre of the courtyard is a stone well fitted with an iron winch, to which a rope and bucket are attached. Along the perimeter, tucked under the overhanging wall, are several stone sheds with padlocked wooden doors, as well as 3 shallow alcoves that contain wooden troughs. 2 wooden posts pounded into the rocky earth have iron rings bolted to them, and chained to one of them is a short humanoid with bat wings and spider mandibles. The quiet is shattered by horrible screaming coming from the sheds.
my god. It's like the island of Dr. Moreau in here.
As the let's see,
What the fuck have we walked into?
Spider-Man doubles.
yeah,
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man
I've
doubles.
got a photo of her. Gina.
Can I, at this point, can I do a divine sense?
Yes.
Detect evil. Where is
Detect good and evil.
it? Yeah, good, evil, the Hallow spell, celestial fiend, undead.
Okay. What's the radius?
60 feet.
60. 10. Where are you?
Well,
Or you went past it?
I would do it like just sort of walk to the sort of central here and do it.
Put yourself where you're going to be.
Yeah, there.
There. Cool. Okay.
It's taking you a while to answer, which means we're in for a rough time.
Kill him now.
In everything.
Don't hesitate.
You get faint pops of like it's just a big map, that's all. You get faint pops of evil, like just an evil presence coming from in here, but just faint pops. They like pop up every now and again as if they're moving in and out of the radius of your spell.
Oh.
As you enter,
But
Otto begins
these
to bark at the
Otto-
others who are barking at him.
these people that are surrounding us, though, they come up
They
as
don't give
good.
off any evil vibes.
Okay, even the guy that's chained up.
No. They don't. They're not really giving off a clear alignment. There's no like massive good or massive evil. They're almost just a hazy grey on your spectrum.
Okay.
So Otto comes in and begins barking at the ones, and he runs across to the sheds and begins barking at the creatures that are in the sheds. And then as you look, you see more of these odd. You can tell they were once human, but now they have odd appendages. All as a varying of animals. There's like dog legs, there's donkey hides, there's like wolf arms, bear arms, that sort of thing.
As he goes over, I just sort of turn back to the group and just gesture towards this area here and say, I'm not sensing anything good in there. Stay frosty.
He comes back and he says, the abbot. I will go get the abbot. And as he begins to run this way, you hear bells toll. Dong dong, dong dong, in the background.
I hate it here so much.
Yeah, this is well freakier than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting just a normal fucking cathedral.
Yeah, right. As the bells toll, Otto instantly stops on all fours. Begins looking around rapidly. Food! Food! And he begins to charge back towards this building. Come! Food! And he runs inside.
Not hungry. Guess we'll follow him.
Yeah.
No.
As you
Can we see through the doorway as to what he's gone into?
Yeah,
Our
just a second. As you come
Our
back,
guides left us. We could just go off.
the
and
other
do our own
one
thing.
who was waiting behind charges past you, almost bolting with a cat-like speed. She charges past.
Where are you going?
Food,
Where are you going?
and runs in to the building. This one who's chained up begins to pull on their chains and try and move towards the building, but can't. She keeps coming forward on her small bat wings, which pull her up in the air, but then the chain, as soon as she gets too high, just wrenches her back to the ground.
You. What's in this room? Why is everyone going crazy for it?
She hisses at you. You see that with her mouth, she wouldn't be able to speak. She literally has spider jaws instead of a mouth.
Spider mandibles.
My goodness.
Rude.
Can we like peer through this doorway?
Yeah.
I'm not peering, I'm just going to try and open it.
It's already open. They've barged through it. And,
Okay, cool.
It's open up. You see through into a small ramshackled room, and as you look through, they charge past. Are you going in?
Yeah, me and Lou are going to try and follow.
Okay. So
Okay, I'll go up front
as
as
you
well.
enter
Fuck
the
it.
dimly lit chamber, I'll reveal it and I'll tell you what you see.
Oh dear.
Holy shit.
So,
Okay.
the
Fucking
lightless corridor, you hear the howls and cries of multiple of these beasts. Some yelp, some dog-like, some wolf-like, some bird cries, just a mixture of sounds. It's almost like a zoo. As you peer down the corridor, you see this hulking form lumbering down. It's this huge constructed being. He's about 7 foot tall. You see his body is he's wearing no clothes except a small loincloth, and all across his body you see stitching where pieces have been formed together to create him. The stench immediately hits you with just unwashed bodies, like urine, feces. It's just almost overpowering, the ammonia scent that's in this room. Yeah, that's pretty much what you see so far.
Sounds like my last
Oh,
Friday night.
it's so bad all of a sudden.
What the hell? Are these two people
Otto
just
comes
stood
up to you.
here?
Yeah. So Otto comes up and says,
What is this?
"This is the madhouse.
You got that right.
It's feeding time. It'll be here soon. Wait if you want the food.
What food?
Whatever he finds.
Who's he?
Colvin. He'll be here soon.
Who's Colvin? Where's the abbot?
We can't leave food. I take you to the abbot afterwards.
Who's eating?
All of us.
All of these people all these creatures in the cages?
Yes, my brothers and sisters. As you look down again down the corridor in the faint light that's there, the ones who have dark vision, you see that these cell doors aren't locked. Some of them swing open, some of them are barely still constructed. The metal's rotted away. And you just see the shadows of creatures moving inside.
Oh my god.
I just turn to everyone and say, I don't like this.
It sucks.
I'm really confused.
I say, me and Lou are going to wait outside.
Wait!
Irina's going to fireball. No, I'm joking. She's going to she pulls out a tiny strip of white cloth and just like mutters some arcane words under her breath, and Bruce, Solidus, and Blight, because I think Blight's weaker than Callan, each gains 5 additional hit points for the next 8 hours.
Oh, yum.
As you try to leave
where are you,
Solidus.
Callan?
Hmm?
Where are you? Are you in this room?
I'm stood by a well. You all just ran away.
Are you still there? Yeah.
Yep.
Is that 5 hit points, Kurt?
Yeah, 5 temporary hit points.
As you try and leave, Otto runs up and grabs your arm, like just looking up at you. No, I will take you to the abbot after food. Go, just wait. Wait with the other if you need.
I'll wait.
I kind of want to see what happens.
I don't really want to do anything to upset the elk. What kind of food? Do you have any pie?
Anything he can get.
What? Who's he? Where is he?
What's this person at the end of the corridor doing?
The flesh golem.
Yeah.
So this construct of 7 foot flesh sewn together is just he's changing size. He's just patrolling the corridor. You see him, his lifeless face. He's just looming forward, doosh, 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 down the corridor. And he probably does get to about you at this point, but as soon as he gets to you, he just turns around and begins to lumber back the other way.
God.
As you are in
I'm
the
starting to like Kresk.
yard,
I'm just fanning about with this well.
yeah.
So I got an evil presence in here.
Yeah, so because it lasts for a while, doesn't it?
Let me just double check. It's an action until the end of your next turn, so it only lasts a few seconds, 6 seconds.
Okay, but you sensed it in here, and I'd say with good knowledge, you sense that it's come from some of these cells, potentially,
But not. Okay.
but not the company you're with when you're outside. Callan, you notice a door open to the north, and this creature comes out.
Can I react? Or did it
Yeah, you
catch
can
me
do
off
what you
guard?
want. We're not in
I
combat.
want
I
to
don't
just,
think so.
yeah, like use my, if I can use the Mask of the Wild. So if this is likely obscuring me, then I'm just gonna like hide behind this well.
So you move to here and just position yourself like crouched down in the well.
Yeah.
The sight you see before you duck down is if you look up view.
Aye.
So
My God.
Take my
This-
strong hand.
yeah, this form lurches out the door, and he currently has a large sack hung over his shoulder without the head. It's clasped in his huge crab claw, which has replaced one of his hands. You see the small head next to his other one. His other one's got tufts of hair, and he just looks manic. Small cherub head on his shoulder just sleeps as he slowly begins to drag his way across the corridor.
I hate it here so much.
What the fuck is going
He
on?
moves slowly.
This is
I
really
don't get
escalating.
a feeling or a sense of feeling that he's like seeing me, is he? So I'll just kind of
No.
like, I'll use stealth to just move around as he goes
Yeah.
by.
I'm just going to
Any
say to
passes by?
these people again, like, look, we have no interest in dining with you. We could do with seeing the abbot if that's okay.
At this point, he's here by this point, and he's like, "Ah, he's here. Oh, if you do not wish to dine, wait upstairs. Go, go. Colvin, we are here. You're ready." And Colvin comes. "Get back. I will bring you food when you are ready." And he begins to push through. Are you going upstairs?
I'm just
Yes.
gonna watch what happens. Just sort of step aside. Does he notice us?
Yeah.
Does he seem interested
yeah.
in us?
He doesn't seem interested. He seems busy.
What's his
But
name?
You
Colvin.
see Colvin.
Yeah,
Cloven, yeah, sorry.
Cloven.
Cloven. All right, I'm just gonna watch what happens then.
Okay. So he begins to push past. More visitors. Why? We have so much to do. Always busy. You fall back into here. And he stands in front of these two and he pulls out some. It's hard to tell what it is in the dim gloom because this place isn't lit at all. He pulls out something in his hand and throws it to Otto and Siegfried, who immediately begin to snaffle it from the floor and scratch at it and eat. And as you move behind him, you see him go down the corridor.
Can I just pull out some rations?
Yeah.
Balls.
Just pull out my schlong and yeah, just a few rations from a ration pack, and just like chuck it on the floor in front of those two as well, and see what they do.
Yeah. As they're eating this, the stuff that Cloven has thrown, they begin to eat, and then the small package that you've thrown at them lands at their feet. And Otto looks up, almost shocked. What is this?
It's food.
From where?
From me. It's some food that I have on me. You're welcome to it if you're hungry.
And he begins to sniff it. And he turns to Siegfried. This smells like the food the other one brought. And he begins to instantly just tear into it with his wolf fangs. And Siegfried brings up a giant cat paw and smashes him in the side to knock it out of his grasp. And they begin to fight for it on the floor.
It's okay. There's more. You don't need to fight.
Oh, Bruce.
What other one?
Bruce, what are you
Seems
doing,
to say
man?
there's
Making this
more.
much worse.
What other one are you referring to?
She came a week ago.
She?
She never leaves the study. Always reading. More food.
I'll give you more if you take us to her.
Come. and he runs off and round the corner and upstairs.
I follow.
Let's follow
I'm gonna
this
come with you.
dog boy.
Callan,
Hmm.
you can see
Um,
shapes inside moving, but you don't really know what.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I know he came from this door.
I just
He
say,
didn't.
I turn to Blight and say, Blight, you can send messages. Send a message to Cal and let him know that we're off to see a woman upstairs.
He didn't. Did he shut this door? Did he lock it, or can I go in there?
It's not locked. No, it's just like a
Then
solid
I'm
wooden door. This
gonna-
goes into the main. So this is like, if you imagine now being two parts, the bit where everyone else went is a smaller, like 2-story building. This is the main, like, 2-story building, but with the belfry and all that stuff on top. So
Gonna sneak a peek inside.
you just want to look.
Gonna open the door
He's
and
out of range for a
pop my
message
head
from
in.
me.
Is he? Okay.
So
Well, he-
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
well, you see a large room. From what you can see, you can only see a narrow way into it. 2 stairs lead off on either side. One seems to go down and one seems to go up. Inside you see a large dining table, and behind it you see a man in brown monk robes. His head is shaven. He looks late 30s, and he's currently stood over a female figure in a dress, who is sat down at the table, and you see him. There's like plates in front of him. This room's lit. There's a fire in the hearth and stuff like that. This woman has plates in front of her, and he appears to be like showing her like knives and forks, almost etiquette, it would seem.
Right.
Oh, these are all these fucking Abbott's failed experiments.
This
To
sucks.
be clear, this looks like a woman. It doesn't look like the other things.
Okay.
Looks like.
Just because you are just looking. Okay,
Hmm.
you want to go in?
Yeah, I want to try and sneak in. And is it the? I'm guessing the left goes up, right goes down.
Yeah.
I want to go
I'll
down
need
if
to
I
make a
can,
stealth roll if you're sneaking in.
please.
Okay, roll for me.
$28.
I don't need a calculator.
You're practically invisible.
20. Okay. So you enter through the door. As you do, the door creaks slightly, I think. But you manage to just catch it in time before the hinges creak too much. The abbot begins to look up, but then at that, the woman in front of him drops one of the knives, and he immediately looks back down. It gives you time to move in and move up the stairs.
Okay. I was going down.
Oh, you're going down.
Yeah, I was going either way, sorry.
Okay, cool.
But I'll go up if you've. Oh, okay.
It's entirely up to you, dude. If you want to go down, you make it into here.
yeah,
As you
yeah.
come in, you do see the rest of the room, so I'll just open that up for you.
I was only going down because the stairs look stone.
Yeah,
And the stairs going up like
They are.
wood. Like if I step on it and it just goes, I'll be like, oh fuck. Never mind.
so you want to head down.
Yeah.
Okay,
Scooch, scooch.
and you guys are heading up on this side, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okey-dokey.
Just following
Just to
that
really
guy.
confuse.
Layers.
Luckily,
Testing the
everything's
DM.
on one map, baby.
Oh.
So, I'll put you into here, Callan, but then we'll go to the other guys, and then I'll come back to you.
Typical Callan.
I could be dead.
You watch, he'll
Fucking hell,
fucking,
Yeah,
he'll be giving his fucking money away to some random monster in a minute.
I had thought of it.
It's 10.
He's found the alcohol by the looks of it.
He's found the party.
Size, you guys have come up.
Honey, I Shrunk the Callan.
So we've got Irina, Bly, Bruce. Who's got the dog? I'm going to presume the dog's with you at all times.
Yeah.
Lou's wondering what the hell he's signed up for with his new owner.
He's like,
He used to just ambush people at a bridge. Now he's in hell.
oh dear.
Seeing half dog people.
Yeah, very confusing.
So, so as you guys who are going up into the east wing of the abbey, as you reach the top of the stairs, you see the floor is littered with rotting pages of books. You see the walls are lined with what would have once been shelves. Now only a few are left in place as decay and woodworm has turned the rest to dust. On one wall of the room, a long rectangular desk stands proud. Its dust-covered countertop is heavy. It's covered heavy with dust, except for a small area where a candle has been placed. Dim, flickering flame, barely surviving the damp, heavy air. Finger was leading you, wasn't he?
Mm.
To her.
As Otto comes to the top, he begins to sniff around and look around. And then he turns to you and says, "It's normally here. Through there." Points with one of his hands. And then at that, he pushes past you all, begins to run down.
Thank you. See ya.
You fucking freak.
He comes back up.
You fucking what?
with a sword.
Yeah.
And what's that squeak?
So you're currently in this damp-filled chamber with rotten pages on the floor, and
Is there anything around of interest? Can I just like do a quick
make an investigation if you want.
scan?
Are you looking for books, or are you looking for?
Well, I'm just anything that stands out. If books is what stands out, then I'll pick up a couple.
Okay.
Investigation. 15.
15. A lot of the stuff in the room is just decay.
Okay.
The pages on the floor that you're standing on, it looks like this was once possibly the Abbey's library and like maybe some form of check-in desk or something like that. It's hard to tell what its purpose was,
Okay.
but there was definitely a good storage of books once. The few tomes that you see left on the shelves, the bits that are left, you manage to look through, and you see somewhere like medical history and that, stuff like that.
I'm gonna go to the door.
Okay.
And do
Just before you open that, we'll have a quick piss break.
Yes.
Okay, well, I wasn't gonna. I was just gonna another divine sense just to see what I picked up from the other side.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll do that when we come
Alright.
out from quick. Alright, wait. cat thought it was going to be a nice abbey. Hey guys, let's just nip up to the spooky abbey on top of the hill. I'm sure it's going to be safe.
Yeah, nothing's ever going to be normal in this place, is it? Nothing's.
No.
If it's too good to be true, then it is.
Definitely
9
is.
times out of 10. I felt a bit like, you know, that bit in The Hobbit where all the dwarves are getting taken away by goblins and Bilbo's
Yeah.
just left behind. That's what I felt like in that courtyard. I was like, whoa, I got left behind. I don't know what's going on. So, oh well.
Hang on,
If I
think
die, I
about
die.
it.
If
Back
he
in a
dies,
second.
he dies.
Yo.
Nothing can go wrong, can it? Sneaking into an abbey.
Nothing can go wrong when you
Habit.
split from the party on your own.
I didn't
The
mean to. I
scariest
completely
place in the
forgot.
world.
I thought I was with you guys. No, it's my guy. My guy's face kind of blended in with the tiles.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah,
You're capable. Handy capable.
Got a special move up my sleeve.
What's happened to Alex's camera?
He put his headphones over it, so you can't see
Isn't
him.
it?
He's one of them ones that likes to strip down naked to have a wee.
I hate sitting on the toilet naked. It's the weirdest feeling.
Feel so vulnerable.
Oh god.
He couldn't look us in the eye while he filled his cup back up. I think it's that science speaker thing he's drinking out of.
God, full as fuck.
I'm loving the digital fireplace as well.
I'm enjoying seeing Alex's face.
I am, very
Yeah,
much
I
so.
am. It's good seeing everyone to be fair. James
thought it
sent
was
me a
black.
picture of his D&D setup. His chair is the most D&D chair ever. It's like a fucking leather wingback chair with an animal skin rug on it.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Welcome to D&D. Yeah,
It's a
and-
throne.
Wow,
And he's got a
look at
real.
that.
He's got a real fire.
Oh,
Amazing.
I'd fucking love to be sat next to a real fire right now.
It's a good
You
setup.
can just do it.
I mean,
Just
yeah,
light one off.
If I did a desk, man.
I wouldn't last long, but
It's fucking crazy.
You missed that out when you were setting up your gaming setup.
I did.
Yeah.
You don't sell those in IKEA.
It's a light fire.
I'd love to play like D&D in an old castle though or something. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but that thing
Right.
that I
Mm.
bought Paul.
You've entered the...
Yeah, you
thing
could
on-
like, and there was this like charity. You could donate some money to charity, and you get entered into a draw, and it was like for you and your friends to visit this old castle. Can't remember where it
Warwick
was.
Castle, I
Was it
think.
Warwick Castle?
Warwick, yeah, I saw the advert.
And you
recently.
get to play. You get to like have a tour of the castle and like do archery and stuff. But you also get to play a one shot of D&D with this like professional dungeon master like in the actual castle itself. I was like, that'd
I
be
hope he's
fucking
got
nice.
enough room for all the friends for them in.
Yeah.
It was for like, I think it was like
Great.
5 or 6 other friends or something. It was quite a few.
Yeah.
Good if you win, because that's only around the corner from here. Or at Castle.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
The guy who's like the DM as well, he's really good.
Mm.
He's been on Critical Role a few times. Can't remember his
Oh,
name,
dude, I'm up to episode 40 now.
but he's like a proper pro. I'm on 105, I think. Fucking- I've been smashing it out, mate.
Just dying.
So good.
Oh wait, have I been muted all this time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
Who do
I was literally
No.
just oh, okay.
you think we were
I've
talking
been
about?
muted the whole
We
time.
could hear everything, James.
Fuck's sake.
Never knew you were so racist.
Back into the game.
Alex, you're just missing a pipe.
I wish I had one.
You went to get your smoking jacket on.
I smoked a pipe for a bit. Good days. Anyway,
James
Right.
just showed us his. He's got a real like
A real
HDR
fire.
fireplace. Yeah, on there.
Oh, wow.
it's 4K.
4K.
Okay, so we'll stick with you guys for the time being. So you were doing.
Stick with the
you're
important
casting-
people.
Stick with the group. You were casting good or evil.
I changed my mind. I don't do it.
You just open the door then.
I keep wasting it like behind closed doors.
Open door.
I open door, yeah. Open door.
So.
Oh, I hate it here so much.
So the spacious chamber contains bed frames of wrought iron, arranged in 2 neat rows. Cobwebs and bits of rotten mattress cling to each frame. As you enter the room, you feel the temperature of the air around you grow colder. Your ears prick up at the sound of whispers coming from all around. Dark shapes begin to slide to and fro along the walls. You stand on guard and your hands go to your weapons, but you quickly realize that the dark shapes pay you no heed.
I don't like
You
this.
listen as the shadows of what appear to be priests and nuns tend to dying patients. Their echoes of pain and suffering reach out to you through time and space. Echoes of pain long turn to death. After several moments, the whispers fall silent and the shadows fade, leaving you in the quiet hospital room amidst a lingering sense of melancholy.
What the fuck is this place?
Fucking
Wow.
Catalina wine mixer.
Motherfucking Catalina wine mix.
Are these doorways?
Open them.
I open them.
Okay.
Oh, did I? Anyone else hear that?
No.
Oh, God.
What are you hearing?
Just, I don't want to say
This
it.
is real good DMing.
Got individual sounds
Because it
now.
sounds weird.
Around
Oh
the
wait,
house, you
yeah,
can't-
you layering your sounds.
on the music.
Yeah, are you doing that for particular people because they can sense different things or something?
Alex is
No, it's
Oh.
really not that complicated. I've got one sound on loop.
The Solid just got.
I think there's
just
some
got a
ghosts in my
ghost
house.
his
Sorry.
God.
Sorry, I'm calling you Solidus because I don't quite know your name.
Shit, it's behind you, Alex! Behind you!
Alex.
Something coming out of the fire.
Alex, you went. Did anyone else hear that? And then you like froze. Like everybody froze. And I was like, oh my god.
So, just to make it even more creepy, you open the room and you see what looks to be an old operating room. There's rusted tools around a wooden table in the center. The table's rotten and almost broken, and there's stains of blood. There is what looks to be a body on the table.
Oh.
It's it's like cut open, so it's got the Y cut across its chest and down to its stomach, and its entrails are out.
Does it smell fresh?
Are you moving in to look at it?
Yeah.
Okay, as you move in, you see who's going in first?
I'll go first.
Bruce, as you move in, you look up the body and it seems to be reasonably fresh. The skin is mottled slightly, and it goes up from the feet of its body, and as you come past its open rib cage and get to its head, you see your face looking back at you.
What?
Your eyes are shut, your face is peaceful, and your arms lay next to your body.
Ugh. I like step back it to the wall.
Is anyone else going?
Oh my
there?
god.
I
I'll
come
go
in
in
with my
You
bow
also Bruce
drawn
on the
thinking he's
table.
in trouble.
Vivisected.
I say, hey. He looks like you. Don't you think, Bruce?
It is me.
Yeah, you definitely look alike.
It's not you.
It is. There's only one epic tash like that, and it's mine.
But you're you.
Just realised how.
No one else can be you. You're you.
Is it
Brother, I
me?
assure you, you're very much alive.
Am I naked? Is it naked?
Yeah, it's naked.
How big's the dick?
Tiny,
Micro.
yeah, it's definitely you.
How big is your dick?
Because Bruce is fucking massive, so
I give it a good old inspection. Like I get real close
As
to
you
it.
reach out and touch it, the image before you just crumbles to dust, and the dust just goes like across the table and then drips down the side of the table.
And I say, I'm sorry, Bruce, I didn't know that would happen if I touched your penis.
Premature
sorry.
distillation.
Bruce is like visibly, he's just totally speechless and shook up. This shit keeps happening, but it still freaks him the fuck out.
I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "You're acting like you've never seen your own dead body before. Happens to me most days here."
I know.
That is true, Blight. That is true. There's nothing else in the room.
No, that's it.
I just leave.
You get the sense that these rooms haven't been used for a long time.
Anybody want to check the next room?
I'll open this one.
Okay.
See if anything for me awaits.
So you open this room, and inside the room contains wreckage of old wooden cribs. You see the floor is mostly scattered with the bits, like the bars from the side, and the wood's just rotten and moulding on the floor. There's a thin net over the window that dapples the light into it. One of them is fairly intact, but still half collapsed. Other than that, there's nothing else in the room.
I say, no, nothing spooky in here. Just,
This
you
is
know,
fine. It's fine.
just
This is
baby
fine.
shit. How about you try the last room, fellas?
I'll do it.
Go on, Blight.
Yeah.
So Blight opens the last room.
And dies.
You open the door to a small room and you see the evidence of residence. A bedroll on the floor, a small pack in the corner. You notice a large book on the floor, its pages stuck back together. As you step into the room, the pages fall closed, and a small candle next to the tome snuffs itself out. The raven sat in the windowsill caws and stretches its wings.
I smile politely at the raven, relieved to see an ally.
Did
all
you
enter?
say the book closed on its own and the candle
Yeah,
snuffed
the page of
itself
the book
out?
goes from being vertical and just drops to itself, and the candle snuffs itself out.
I'm gonna
I-
take a look at the book.
Now I used
Read the book.
divine sense.
Okay. Are you in the room?
Yeah, I walk into the room and use divine sense.
Okay. You cast Divine Sense, and as you do, Blight, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh fuck.
Sorry, hang on, wrong one.
Where is the
Sorry.
strength saving throw again?
That's
Sorry, it's just straight strength.
sorry, I just did a
check,
regular
so
one.
roll a
This is
d20 and
single.
add your strength modifier.
There you go, that's it. It's 19.
What did you get,
Strong.
James?
I don't know. Click the strength up at the top left.
Yeah, click your little modifier underneath it.
3.
3. Okay.
I'll click the modifier.
Good. This all happens in an instant. Bruce, you
Yeah,
cast Detect Good or Evil. It washes across the room and you see the sense of good in the corner. At that Blight, you feel this hand come around your neck and a blade come to your neck. As you do, you push it back with such a strength, the shock. You push a figure behind you, and as you do that, this figure appears in the room and falls back into the corner immediately, Strahd's drawn.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I draw
Who
my
are
sword.
Who are you?
He says, "Who are you?"
Who are you, more like?
Your description of the figure you see. You see a browny red-headed woman, curly, long, shoulder length, in this red, ornate jacket with designed all around the the lapels, large shoulder plates in leather, large braces on her wrists. She carries a huge sword and also a battle axe. She's got these almost knee-high boots in the same gold tone, up to purple baggy trousers and a white blouse. She looks fierce, and you recognize her demeanor and her sort of dress code as Vistani. But yeah, she says, "Who are you?"
We asked first.
I'm Esmeralda. I've been staying here for a while.
Who would stay here?
Interesting people,
Ivistani?
as you can see.
We don't have much luck with Vistani these days.
Yeah,
Well,
weren't we looking for a
I'm
Vistani
not-
ally? I'm sure this is something we were looking for, an omen.
Potentially.
What are you guys doing here?
Well,
What are we doing here?
well, we were, yeah, potentially looking for an ally.
Who are you?
My name is Bruce. I gesture to everyone else. This is
Solidus and Lou. Lou says,
And
woof.
Blight.
Well, I'm Esmeralda. Davenier?
Yeah, that'll do.
Esmeralda. We found your wagon
What? At the tower?
at the tower.
You found my wagon? You didn't go in, did you?
No, we didn't. It's
It's all still there.
still
Fine,
there.
it's totally fine.
You can make a deception check if you want, James.
Please, because what does it's still there mean? I mean,
So you just
I
roll
happen to
on
know
your
because
skills
I've been watching.
as deception.
Sorry, deception.
Shit.
Hang
You
on.
lied. Bruce, did you lie? Oh
Hang
no,
on.
sorry. You need to make perception check, James, and
Oh,
you
right.
need to use a deception check, Bruce. If you're lying and saying it's still there.
12.
I should do this.
Yeah, you said it, Blight. You do it.
Yeah, I have +7.
I got 12.
23.
What did you get, Blight?
23.
Yeah, they seem to be telling the truth.
Well, that's good because you don't want to be going in that thing. It's I booby trapped it basically.
Did you now?
Why did you do that?
Would be unfortunate.
Well, there's dangerous people out there, and I don't want them messing with my stuff.
Why is your stuff left at that tower?
Well, I don't really want to say right now without knowing who exactly you guys are.
If you didn't want people to mess with your stuff, why would you rig it to explode on contact?
Hey, we don't know anything about it exploding, okay?
Can I make another perception check?
I think you should be able to.
Yeah, to be fair, he hasn't lied, so well, he's not trying to deceive you. He's just said,
Okay.
"Why would
Yeah,
you rig it to
yeah.
explode?" You can challenge him on it.
No, well, there's like I said, I've got things in there that I don't want people having. So
That's fair. What are you doing in this place? And what is going on in this place? It's
I'm
freaky as
looking
fuck.
I'm looking for something. Yes. Don't go looking around too much. It seems unsafe. Yes, I'm looking for something. I
What are
need
you-
information on someone.
On
May
who?
we ask
Why
who?
are you guys all here together? What is your purpose? What's your mission?
Our
We're
mission
brought
is
to this land.
to get home. We were brought here to Barovia against our will. All of us. Fate seemed to bring us together. We got into a lot of shit on the way. We just
So
want to
much
get
shit.
home. So far, it's brought us here.
I have lots of friends though.
We're looking for answers. We're looking for a way to get home.
Well, I could possibly help you with that. I am Vistani. I can travel the mists.
You could what?
How do you travel the mists?
Well, I don't think I should talk much about that. I think it's possibly not to be talked about from the Vistani.
May we ask your
I grab
opinion about...
Esmeralda and I lift her off the floor against the wall, and I
You
say,
can resist it if you want. It'd be strength versus
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just do
No.
another straight strength roll each of you.
What guy?
What did you say, Solidus?
16.
As you
No.
did?
Basically just like pinned and
19.
lifted.
You don't manage to lift her. She managed to just duck out your grasp.
Oh, I say, oh, you stupid bitch.
Solidus. Not everyone is a stupid bitch.
Everyone is a stupid bitch.
Irina comes in and you see. Well, first of all, does Irina recognize this woman?
She wouldn't have ever seen her name.
Okay, then she.
Esmeralda may recognize Irina, but no, I don't think she would. To be fair.
Irina comes in, and you see as she sort of walks in, like muttering these incantations under her breath. And I need Esmeralda to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh shit!
19.
Fuck off then.
Beast.
Okay, well,
I say impressive. Most impressive.
you are aware that Irina just came in and tried to cast Zone of Truth on you to get you to tell the truth.
Look, guys. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not exactly sure what our goals are here. I want to make sure that we're aligned. That's all.
Well, how about this? Do you stand against Strahd?
Thank you. First bit of information that helps. Yes. Strahd is pretty much my mission here. I need to kill him. He,
Now we're talking.
him and, well, my mentor, Van Richten. He, I believe he's gone looking for him to kill him, and I want to do that also.
Why have
That's
you been?
what I was doing here, looking for more information on Van Richten.
Yeah, that's right.
And I found his diary at the tower that you found my cart at, which I'd like to go back to and get all my stuff.
Yeah, you'll be able to do that at some point, I'm sure.
Good.
I pull out the severed head from my satchel,
Nice.
and I say, hey, do you know this guy? I found him at the tower.
Do I
wouldn't know him.
recognize it? Who is it?
No. You see his would you be able to, no, you wouldn't be able to tell he's Vistani. Just from his head, I don't think. Not distinctive enough features.
No, I don't believe I do.
Ah, shame.
Are you gonna keep those ears? They make good trophies.
I think I'll keep them on. Just I think intact is probably a better visage.
As he pulls the head out of the bag as well, the scent of lavender just fills this dusty, damp room.
Delicious.
Have you
Hey,
been?
keeps me calm on the walks.
Yeah, good for sleeping.
Have you been staying at the Wizard's Tower?
I camped there a little bit, but I've been staying here in this room for the last couple of days.
What brings you here in particular? Why do you think there'll be answers here?
I found, like I said, the diary of Van Richten. I think, Paul, that I came here to look for him and
You
more
also
clues on
you had
Strahd.
rumours as well. While you were waiting to look for Van Richten, you had rumours that this place was basically the second best library in Barovia when it was the Abbey, and you've currently come to seek through the tombs, the tomes of books, and try and piece together any facts that can help you against Strahd.
I relay that information.
You know this Van
Alright,
Richten
nerd.
You know this Van Richten character, right? Blight, you've heard of him? He's a vampire hunter.
Yes, he
I've
was.
heard of him.
Yes.
Do you hunt vampires
Well,
too?
yeah.
I am also a vampire hunter. Yes, he trained me.
Have a guess. Here you go. Here we go. Have a guess what our group name is. Have a guess. Get 3 guesses.
The vampire hunters?
No, but very close.
Well, judging by your characters and the way you speak, I'd have to say the vampire fuckers.
Oh, he got it in 2. He got it in 2. She got it in 2 even.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense, lady.
At this point, Esmeralda's lowered her swords. The tension seems to have ebbed from the room. Now you understand that you have a similar goal. Perhaps you could align.
Well, it seems like we do want to kill Strahd. Do you want to team up for a while and see what we can do?
I mean, it seems that it was foretold we would find an ally at the Abbey.
Sounds pretty wizard.
I am.
One thing Esmeralda knows is that Strahd will be coming in the next week. Within the next week.
What,
to visit
here?
the Abbey. Yeah.
How do you know this?
Yeah. I've
Can't
spoken.
find that page.
Do you want me to fill it in? I've spoken to
Please.
the abbot already, and he is creating a bride for Strahd.
A bride.
Uh,
Is that
He
what all of
seems to
these?
believe-
Yes, you've seen the creations, haven't you?
Yeah, is that what that's
Yes,
about?
boys.
He
Yes,
seems
well,
to believe that this bride is the key to freeing Barovia. I do not agree. However, Strahd will be here within the next week. I believe it's our best option
We
to
do not want Irina anywhere near here, then.
attack him
No.
outside of the castle.
Well, hang on
I mean,
a
I
minute.
don't know Strahd very well, but I'm going to presume he doesn't like crab parts. Just going to go out on a limb and say,
Yeah, what's
less crab.
why is he? Why are
Well-
you creating these half human, half beast monstrosities? What's that? How's
You
that
say
going to
you've
please
seen the
Strahd?
bride.
We should-
I've seen the bride, and she is not the same as the others. She seems to be
Oh,
human.
is that the
to
one
an
that
extent.
Callan's?
Yeah, meanwhile,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the other side of the place, let's go to Callan.
I was going to say, sorry, Paul, is that on the page that you gave me, that stuff?
I don't remember, but that's why I'm here to fill in.
Cheers.
So,
sorry
yeah,
sorry
don't
about
worry.
that, guys.
Nice of you
That's
to join us, James. Or should
Yeah,
I
very-
say, Esmeralda?
Welcome to the vampire fuckers.
Sorry, I can't put on either a Romanian accent or an Irish.
Don't worry about it, dude. So,
Welcome to the VFs.
Callan, you descend stone steps that go down 20 feet into a cellar. And as you look around, you see it contains 10 barrels of wine, an L-shaped rack packed with wine bottles.
Mm. Um,
Get pissed.
yeah, are these good wines? If I go down,
Do you want to make an investigation check? Are you looking through like the bottles, or are you looking through the casks, or are you just looking for sign?
look
Is
at the
it-
bottles. They'll have years on, won't they?
Yeah.
Wouldn't they?
So as you go down, you see that it's Wizards of the wine, basically. But give me an investigation check to go through the bottles.
14.
14. Okay. So you go around, you take your time, slowly looking through each one. You see there's 30 bottles of purple grape mash number 3. They're basically all, mostly that one. There's 24 bottles of red dragon crush, so you know that's the more superior wine. As you're searching, you do find a bottle of champagne de la Stomp. Which
What's
is
that?
a wine you haven't seen in this land.
Can I take the champagne?
Champagne.
I'm
As you
gonna
pick
take
it
that
up,
champagne.
you instantly feel that the bottle's lighter than everything else.
Yeah, right. Is it been drunk?
You
Is it like a
peer
seal on
inside
top?
in the dim light that's in the cellar. You look through the green glass of the bottle, and you see inside there's something that isn't wine. Seems to be some sort of paper.
Is it easily obtainable? Can I get it out?
Yeah, you pop the cork and pull out this parchment, which is rolled into a scroll. As you unroll it, you see it contains the spell Hero's Feast.
Oh, I know this spell. They've literally just done it on the last episode of Critical Role.
All right. Okay, then I'll bag that, and then I'll bag one of the one of the 24. What did you call them? The superior ones.
The Red Dragon Crush is the superior
Red
one.
Dragon. I'll take one. One. I don't want to go mad.
Okay.
That might be handy to do before we go to see Strahd, that spell.
So the Hero's Feast, you bring forth a great feast, including magnificent food and drink. The feast takes 1 hour to consume and disappears at the end of that time. The beneficial effects do not set in until this hour is over. Up to 12 other creatures can partake in the feast. The creature that partakes in the feast gains several benefits. The creature is cured of all disease and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saves with advantage. Its hit point maximum is also increased by 2d10 and gains the same number of hit points. These benefits last for 24 hours.
Nice.
Maybe
So, not bad.
Nice find. We should do that before we go to see Strahd or something.
Hang on. You're going to dinner with Strahd. You don't want to eat before, dude.
No, the night we do it the night before, don't you?
Before?
Crack a bottle of this out.
Okay, Callum. So you've explored the winery, and you can hear talking upstairs, since it's like a wooden slat floor that goes over the top, and you hear the
I'm
other
gonna
speaking.
sneak back up to the top of the stairs to get a better listen.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
So you will go onto the other map. So we'll wait until see what the others do. It's back to you guys. You're in the room, Esmeralda. You seem to have similar goals.
Well, we we would love to have your aid in defeating Strahd, or at least at the very least getting us home. You say you can pass through the mists.
Yeah, but 1 second. Am I allowed to talk about? I feel like, is that one of the things that the Vistani don't talk
It's
about?
entirely up to you. You can. These guys know that the Vistani can pass through. You can pass through. You've never taken anyone else through, and you don't know whether it would work.
How do you go through? Do you need a deal with Strahd?
Well, we used to have oh, Paul, sorry, you're gonna have to fill in while.
Yeah, that's all right.
Because we've got a deal set up, don't we, with Vistani?
Esmeralda explains that a long time ago, Strahd helped. Strahd was aided by the Vistani when he was near death on the battlefield. A Vistani healer assisted him and brought him back to life. Since this point, and since his transformation, Strahd has struck a deal with the Vistani that he will allow them passage through the mists, and that's Vistani only. They paid him, they saved his life, therefore he grants them.
Because obviously Esmeralda's not an ally of Strahd, but because she's Vistani, she can still go through.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever confronted Strahd yourself? Have you ever met him?
I have.
And
I fear if he sees my face again, I'll have to guise myself.
Does he
said
know?
that Van Richten's in Barovia.
Sorry?
What fight?
Is Van Richten in Barovia currently?
Yes. He was at the tower. I found his diary there. But I don't know where he's gone since then.
What did the diary say to come here?
I'm trying to find the pages. They're everywhere.
A monster diary.
What's your favourite colour, Esmeralda?
Did you last have your period?
The diary is basically Van Richten's Guide to Monsters. It's got his note taking on stuff like werewolves, vampires, and stuff like that. And Esmeralda's taken it for knowledge and.
Oh yeah, so if we meet something, we can call up information on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna rely on Paul to do that because I don't have that printed.
It's fine.
And you believe Van Richten? Yeah, and you believe Van Richten is on his way to Strahd now?
Yes, Paul. Sorry.
You don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
You know he's come to this land to defeat Strahd. You know he's good at disguising himself, and he'll wait for the opportune moment. He's not someone who'll rush in and.
I bet it's fucking what's his name? It's the fucking
in.
bard, isn't it? What's his fucking name?
Rictavio.
I bet it's fucking Rictavio.
He's the
definitely.
Wizard, though, isn't he?
No, well, we don't know.
I don't think I've heard of Rictavio.
It's fucking Rictavio. He was staying in the tower. It's Rictavio's Van Richten.
I mean, the name is
There's a reason why
sort of the same.
I don't think I've got that mention in my knowledge.
You haven't heard the name Rictavio as Esmeralda. But you know that he'll wait for the opportune moment, and he'll wait until it's.
Well, we met a bard.
I thought we surmised that Rictavio was the wizard.
Well, it was a guess because he was staying in the wizard's tower, but this wizard, I don't think has been around or has been seen for a long, long time, unless Van Richten is a wizard.
Didn't Rock Guy's head say something about that?
I know of.
Yeah.
The head said that he was pretty much kidnapped by a Vistani and taken. No, it wasn't Vistani, was it?
He was Vistani.
He was Vistani. But yeah, he was riding on a cart with someone, and he realised he was being kidnapped and became a head. As you do.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's all connected. I feel like Rictavio is mixed in with this. Esmeralda, do you know if Van Richten is a wizard?
I don't remember any mention of that.
He delves in magic, but he's not a wizard. His forte is monster hunting.
My
and vampire hunting.
my theory
I've already-
Werewolves and things.
my theory here is that this wizard's tower is from a wizard of old who is potentially not around anymore. Maybe Strahd killed him. Rictavio / Van Richten has been staying in this tower. He's undercover as Rictavio.
Falaki.
And this would also explain why we haven't seen him since. I don't know, it's a hunch.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I saw the DM smile.
Well, Esmeralda,
happy person.
welcome to the vampire fuckers.
They're glad to join. Let's fuck those vampires, eh?
Could use all the help we can get. Is this your raven?
No, not that I know of.
I thought, yeah, okay. Might be from another friend of ours.
That the raven
Um,
flies off from the window, it caws and flies away. You see it
By the way,
circle
didn't
in the
there used to be
mist
4 of
once,
us?
and then fly back.
Shit.
No, I think this has always been all of us.
I feel like, sure. Oh, I guess the dog was, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the dog.
Lou's here. We're all here.
That checks out.
Esmeralda's always been part of the
Oh.
party.
I'm glad all of the vampire fuckers are here in this
Yeah.
room right
I'm
now.
sure one of you had
I like
point.
There's
you use
toast.
a number in your name because that would be perfect. Like, look, I did a fabulous 5. There's only 4 of you. Okay, guys, what do you want to do?
We should.
Are these
Seriously though, where's Callan?
Esmeralda? Are these creatures downstairs? Are they a threat?
I've just got this uneasy feeling about them. I
I think
don't
we should burn
it's-
the place down.
They haven't bothered you though, right?
No, they've been pretty peaceful so far, but I've got an uneasy feeling about the abbot. He doesn't seem
go.
right somehow.
Let's go see
Let's
this
go have a chat
motherfucking
with him.
abbot. And also
Yeah,
find
see how-
Callan! That's who we're missing.
Who?
Callan!
Oh.
The elf! The one with the ears!
Oh.
You know, the
Sleep
quiet
much.
elf.
There's another party member?
The grumpy one. He
Yeah.
doesn't trust anyone.
Get excited, he's an arsehole. Good with
Yeah.
the bow though.
You're not missing much.
Okay. So you guys, you make your way back through the hospital and then through the area which used to be the library, and back down.
Hate to tell you, Paul, it's the same layer problem with my character.
What's that?
I can't move her.
Oh, that's fine. I can fix that.
You don't need to move.
I will activate her.
I cast hold person.
Let me get thingy on. So when you come back down, by this point,
God, it's just a nightmare down here, isn't it?
I mean, we don't want to get into a fight with 50 fucking monsters
So
anyway.
many.
We've got no reason to assume they're going to fight us. Like, we'll just be cool. Solidus, be cool, please.
Oh, I'm always cool.
You are super cool.
It's Lou you ought to worry about. He's absolutely
Crazy.
he's fixing for trouble. It's practically foaming at the mouth.
can you not wiggle her now, mate? Just try now.
Wiggle there.
No,
No.
box
Right, I'll
drag.
move it for this one and then I'll fix it on the next one.
No
Tell me
worries.
where you want to be. So, you come back down, and as you come from the dim candlelight of the library area down into the darkness that is the cells, the sound now is. Before it was this cacophony of animal sounds like a zoo. Now it's quiet except for the occasional laughter and bark and chatter As you look down between all the cells, you see the flesh golem doing its round, but you see that Cloven is gone, and Otto and Siegfried have also gone. You see that feeding time is now over. The time you spent upstairs, it's been done. You all move out into the courtyard.
Paul, can I just ask? You know these ones that
Yeah.
like this chained up and here.
Yeah.
Are they different in any way, or? Oh, I suppose they're all different, aren't they? They're all like various
Yeah,
mutations, aren't they?
Spider mandibles.
Sort of, yeah.
Spider mandibles.
Each creature is a different
Okay.
concoction of animal
Is there
parts,
anything that like stands these out from the rest, or is it just random?
just that they're out in the cages.
Okay.
So, Esmeralda tells you that the abbot tends to reside in the main, like chapel area in the belfry, and lead you across the courtyard.
Can I
As
just?
we walk, I'm just going to whisper to Esmeralda, was your plan to wait for Strahd to come here and attack him this way?
No, I just was looking for information. I heard it was a great library for sources of information, so I thought I'd come here, and then I suppose I did find out he was going to come here, but I don't think I'd take him on my own.
Yes, once we get out of this shithole, we'll have to have a little strategy about what we want to do.
Sounds like a plan.
We want to try and take advantage of this situation, or get to dinner as he invited us to.
Can as we walk past these troughs, can I just like glance in them? Is there anything in them, or?
Yeah. It's dream pack.
Let's run on over. Yeah.
So, the three, they're just like three horse troughs. It looks like this would have been where horses would have been hitched up when when it was like fully working. They're just really badly rotted and falling apart. There's nothing in them. They're just like decayed remnants of what would have been a trough.
Fair.
You also see the ones that are locked up in the little cells on the side. Inside, you see the remnants of what would have been chicken coops, like the small boxes at the top with the like little pegged ramps going down into an open area, and then shackled in the back of these coops are the deformities. So yeah, that's what you see in the courtyard.
Okay.
Okay. So you head across.
As we're walking across, sorry, can I just say to Esmeralda, you know the abbot? You spoke to him. You've met him.
I have.
Is he a decent man?
He seemed friendly enough. He allowed me to stay in the room here, but
Okay.
like I said, he's strange.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Helen, you edge your way back up the stairs and hang back just underneath. You see now that in the room, the abbot is sat at the table, tidying away the cutlery and the plates that was there when you went down. The woman is stood in the corner. Who's going in first? What's your order?
I don't mind going in first.
I mean, Esmeralda has been there before. She could introduce you, but it's up to you.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, we was kind of walking together. You all walking at the same time. Oh no! After you. Ladies first. And as we walk in and I get sight of this guy, I want to cast Divine Sense.
Okay.
My final one.
Okay. So, as you enter the room as a group, gentle sound of music trickles down from above. It seems to be played on some single-stringed instrument by an unseen person. The ground floor is one large 50-foot square room with arched lead glass windows. The cauldron sits on an iron rack above the fire on the hearth, while above the fire mantle hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun, the similar symbol to what you've seen in the other churches around. In one corner, a wooden staircase climbs to the upper level, whilst another corner stone staircase descends, As you come in, you see Callan on the staircase, and he joins the group seamlessly.
Sorry, I just realised I lapse in concentration. I don't think the guys actually know I've been staying here, do they? It says the residents don't know I've been staying here.
Oh no, you do. Yeah, that was a typo. We talked about it, so yeah, you've spoken to the abbot. So.
When I don't know him.
So several chairs surround a wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishware and gold candelabras are neatly arranged on the table. Standing behind is a young man, in the brown robes that Calnet's in. He's got a shaved head, young in his late 30s. The woman stands in the corner in like a red, almost crimson red dress. It's like quite ornately decorated. Around her head, her long black hair falls over her shoulders. Around her head, a black veil which hangs down over her face on the other side. As you enter, the abbot looks up from the table. Seeing Esmeralda in the front, he says, "Greetings, Esmeralda.
Greetings, Abbot.
You have friends?"
Yes, I met these pleasant folk upstairs. I think they could enjoy some food. They seem weary from travel.
Well, children, everyone is welcome in here, the Abbey of St. Markovia. I'm the abbot. Please come, sit. And he asks you to sit at the table in front of him.
As we go in, I've cast my divine sense.
Oh yeah. So you pick up that. You don't get anything from the woman. Do you get the full alignment?
I'll read you exactly what it says. It says
you can just detect evil, doesn't it?
The presence of strong evil registers on your sentence like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces.
You detect evil coming from the abbot.
Okay, and I know if it's a celestial fiend, undead.
And you detect that he's a celestial.
Okay.
So you see this almost like gold aura around him, but it's spiked with these red streaks and black.
Celestial. Wow. Okay. And the woman, I don't get anything from her.
You get nothing from her.
Okay. I don't relay anything to anyone. That's just what I pick up.
Okay. So you'll come to the table?
Yeah, I come in. Good day, Abbot.
Irina sits next to Solidus.
And your name is?
I am the abbot. Where have you travelled from, my friends?
Just the abbot.
Please.
First name the.
That is what I said. Your name, friend?
My name is Bruce Farabane.
You appear to be of the same alignment as me. The Morning Lord. I see his crest on your shield.
I am a servant of the Morning Lord, correct.
And I too, child.
I mutter under my breath, virgins.
You are more than welcome here in the Abbey. Please, seat. I will get you some food. He turns. He's probably like an average height, 5 something, just under 6 foot. He turns to the large pot boiling on the fire and picks up some of the bowls and pours a large bowl of broth, which he brings back to each of you.
What's the woman in the corner doing?
She's just stood in the corner currently.
I gesture towards her and look at the other. And you are, my lady?
This is Vasilka. Please, Vasilka, come join us. And at that, this woman turns, and her veil across her face, she walks across the floor, this large crimson dress trailing behind her. And she comes and sits, and you notice, Callan, that she sits in the same seat that she was when you first saw her. This, my friends, is Vasilka. She will be joining us. Won't you, Vasilka? And you see the woman nod. Please, tell me of your travels.
Sorry, can we see her expression, or is she sort of like hidden by the veil?
The veil is like really thick.
Okay.
I say, where are you from, Vasilka?
I ask you a question, friend. Where are you from?
Oh,
Why
well,
have you
that's
travelled to the Abbey?
Why did we come here, Bruce?
Well, we're here seeking answers and anything that can help us. We're not from Barovia. We appear to have been brought here by the Dark Lord himself, and we're looking for any answers to get us home.
Ah, the Dark Lord. I see your fate is similar to mine. And at this he sits and he's poured you all a large cup of wine, which as you taste, those of you that do taste, you notice it is the more expensive one. It is the Red Dragon Crush. I see our fates are entwined, friends. I myself was brought to this land to heal it, I believe. The Lord
How's
of
that
Light.
going?
Oh, very well, my friend. I have healed many in this land.
We've heard
Many.
tales. We've heard tales of your miracles. The burgomaster Dmitri, he requested you watch you. Well, he requested if there's anything you could do for his son who recently passed.
Son has passed.
Yes,
Another one.
apparently.
So sad how death can come to those who do not deserve it. And yet those who do stand tall and proud. Yes, I will see the burglar. And I will assist him with his son.
Well,
But
thank you.
first, you should eat and rest, please.
Is the food in
By
front
the
of
way,
us?
for the record, I'm not touching the food.
There's a bowl of broth and a glass of wine in front of you.
I say, do you have any pie?
No, my friend, no pie. Everything here is grown in the gardens.
Ugh,
The
despicable.
one time that I want my fucking the poisoning food spell, thinking I'm never fucking spell.
My friends, you didn't mention your names.
I am
Who are you at the
Solidus.
end?
This is
He
Lou.
points past Solidus
Nope.
to Irina.
She's nobody, don't worry about her.
My name is Irina Koliana.
Welcome, Irina. And you? Points to you, Solidus.
I'm Solidus. This is Lou. Say hi, Lou.
Welcome, Solidus. And an animal companion.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes, I've seen your manimals in the
did
garden.
you say you were called Bruce?
Yes.
This fella's Bruce.
And you, my winged friend?
Name's Blight.
Can you see the wings?
Have you got them in your backpack?
I'm just rocking them today.
Letting them all hang out.
Couple things. Did he seem to notice any, like, did he linger on Irina? Did he, like, notice who she was or any sort of...
He lingered on Irina for slightly longer than everyone else.
Okay.
And you, my fair-haired friend at the end. He points to you, Callum.
My name is Elmar.
Welcome, Elmar.
Thank
Oh,
you.
my fud.
You all have refuge. But, Bruce, you said you have been brought to Barovia.
Well, we did not choose to come here. We was on the
This is a
road
sign.
on the Sword Coast. We woke up in these lands.
Perhaps this is a sign. You see, as I said, I am here to cure this land. And with Vasilka's help, I will be able to do that. And at that he reaches his arm around and puts it on her shoulder.
Creepy fuck.
There is one thing that the Morning Lord has not given me. And I believe you have come to fix this.
What might that be?
I like whisper to everyone. I told you guys he's weird. We need to get out of here.
He brings the veil up on Velasquez's face. And as the abbot lifts the veil, you see two piercing blue eyes, surrounded by dark muscle and sinew. Her teeth are crooked and yellow, sitting in a mouth with no lips. This grotesque portrait that is before you is a woman without a face. You see, I have been lucky enough to find nearly everything for Fasilka. And he points to her arm and raises the arm on her dress, and you see the arm is stitched, the hand is stitched at the wrist, part of the forearm is stitched onto the upper arm, and you see the skin is again mottled and grey.
We need to get the redhead out of here.
There is one thing I have not found.
Oh shit.
So many people here
Irina.
have such a plain face. And at that he turns to Irina. And yet
I think he's looking at me because I'm sat next to him.
you bring
Stop
the
it.
perfect face.
Marina, get
Really?
behind us.
Me?
Irina,
Irina.
And I'm really hurt by this.
I believe the Dark Lord would adore your face.
I stand
Perfect in every way.
up and draw my sword and point it at him and say, "Don't even think about going near that woman."
I
And
said,
if
what
it's
about
up to
Esmeralda?
you-
Esmeralda's. We don't really know her. We're not bothered about what's wrong with her face.
As he turns to you, Bruce,
Fuck
as you draw
you,
your
dude.
sword, he just takes the tip and holds it in his hand and moves it away. But Bruce, she does not need a face. You do not need a face to breathe. You
got
do
you there,
not
Bruce.
need a face to eat. You do not need a face to live. Why should she have it when I need it?
You're
You
talking
understand my work, don't you, Bruce?
clearly not.
The Lord of Light has guided me here.
I look.
And
I look.
I say, you don't need a face to feel pain, and then I throw a bowl of soup at the abbot.
Fuck's sake.
Straight in his
Fucking hell,
face.
straight into it.
Make a... Well, just make a general attack roll plus your dexterity.
Yes, I love
He
it.
chose bowl of soup as his weapon. What's the damage on a bowl of soup?
It'll be a d4, I reckon.
D4.
What's your attack first?
Well, would it be like class as an unarmed strike? As a bowl of soup?
Yeah,
or-
class as an unarmed strike, yeah.
Oh, a crit.
I'm desperate for a piss. I'll be back in a minute.
26.
Oh, hang on.
So I got a
We'll just have
natural
quick
20.
piss break while
Oh.
you crit on a bowl of soup, bro.
Bowl of soup.
I need to see this. I'm going to top my beer. Back in a second.
Oh, I gotta top my beer up then. Fuck it.
Oh, mercy.
I've still got beer in my bottle. How about
You should shout soup as you throw it.
that?
Terrible catchphrase.
Yeah. How about some soup?
As if you just threw the fucking bowl of soup. Fuck's sake, solid.
Flip the table as well. Flip the table so you can kind of...
You pulled a sword.
Well, I
I think,
did.
you know-
I did. I was.
I took
I
it
was.
to its natural conclusion.
It's fair. I mean, this isn't.
I'm
Gonna, this
sat
is only
at the
going to
end of the
go.
table just enjoying this.
This is
I'm
only going to
gonna-
go one way.
I'm gonna soup him, grab Irina by the hand, and we're gonna just like try and run out.
We need to leave. That's for sure.
Like the Take On Me video.
Yeah, just like that.
I'm going upstairs. I want to see what's up there.
Is now the time to slink off
I think now is a good time. No one will notice.
in the commotion.
He's evil, and celestial.
What does celestial mean?
He's basically like
angelic.
a godlike figure, right? I mean, hang on. Let me.
Well, wouldn't he be a good ally if he wasn't mental?
Yeah, but he's evil. He's pretty powerful.
Well, I don't think we can beat him in a fight then.
I-
Soup.
I don't. Well, I don't know. We should probably leave. A celestial.
Stay there, welcome.
Definitely outstayed our welcome. Celestial. powerful outsider, typically of good alignment, but he's not. They're like from the upper planes.
Hmm.
Oh, you're talking about Celestials?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can-
All right.
He'd be a powerful ally if he wasn't mental.
If you didn't crit a bowl of soup at him. So when one comes back, it'll be just D4 doubled plus your strength modifier. Is it for your unarmed strike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, James. While Bond's gone, Callan is Aaron. Aaron is Callan.
Aaron, yeah.
Kurt, is Bruce. Alex is Solidus, and John or Bon, which both rhyme, which is easy. It's light.
Okay.
But you can just refer to people in character till you know their names.
Did you say D4 doubled plus strength modifier?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is it too
9.
late to slink off while all this is kicking off?
Oh no,
No
this
one
is
will notice,
happening.
will they?
So,
As it's happening. See
as
ya.
the abbot's talking, Solish picks up his ball and throws the soup at him, and it's a bloody good throw. The ball comes at full velocity and dinks off the abbot's shoulder. This soup, just the scalding soup straight off the fire, which is still steaming, all your bowl is just pouring down in his front. His head snaps to you, and his face almost contorts. This rage just comes over him for a second, and he begins to boil up, and then he holds it back. Oh, very rude of you, sir. Vasilka, do you see? This is not behavior that we have at the dinner table. Perhaps he is confused. Now, listen. You have brought the perfect face to me. Do you not believe that is so?
No, we do
It's
not.
alright.
In the
I have
pocket of
been
it.
here many years now, and I have never so right.
Irina just like gets up and starts walking backwards,
Wait,
looking a
I
bit
did not say
freaked
to
out.
leave the table.
I've
I
still got.
try and distract him a
You
little bit. I
see
say,
this,
what is your plan? You get the face on your weird girl there. Then what?
None of it is just covered in soup.
My aim, my reason, is to make Vasilka the perfect bride for Strahd. When he sees her and marries her, the land will be freed, and
Why?
you will all be able to go home.
Why do you believe the land will be freed if he marries a fucking abomination that you've created?
I have spoken to Strahd. He visited me in another form. He was called Vasily.
Silly.
However, I saw through his disguise. I knew it was him. I spoke many hours with him, and he told me of his curse. I know this is the way to solve it. With your help, we could all be free.
Do you think there's a chance you could be mistaken?
He's not
No.
gonna with everyone.
I cannot be faulted. I have the Lord of Light on my side.
So does Bruce then, yeah?
Yeah, so does Bruce. And he
Bruce
disagrees.
I
has
have the
brought
Lord
her
of
to
Light
me.
on my side, and the Lord of Light does not condone the crazy experiments you are doing here.
I have not done any experiments.
Well,
I do not know of what you speak.
how do you explain
Manimals!
all of those
The
crazy
manimals!
beasts in the cages through there?
These people live here. This is their home. I have cured them.
They don't seem very cured to me. Cured them for what?
You did not see them when they came, Bruce. They came to me with disease. the disease of the lepers. Some missing limbs, others too pained to walk. I cured them of that, but they wanted more. They wanted to run fast. They wanted to jump high.
Do you let them leave this place?
Pinch.
The world is not ready for them, Bruce.
You got that
But
right.
they got what they wished. They can see in the dark. They can jump twice the height of a man. And it was with Vasily's help I gave them these gifts.
I'm sure they have a lot of job prospects now. But none of that is any use to anyone whatsoever. I think you are nuts.
Well,
We are leaving.
Well,
Bruce, we should go.
Perhaps.
How do you know that Strahd is coming in a week?
He has told me.
He's told you.
He comes to check on Vasilka to ensure my progress is up to standard. He will be here within the week, and a face I must have, friend.
Look, you've been terribly kind to us. Thank you for
This
the
one or another.
food. We will be leaving now, though. Come on,
I do not
Irina.
think
Let's
we
go.
should leave.
We
Go
are
on, we're out.
Our
leaving.
work here is not done.
We are leaving. Thank you.
I get up and I fill my pocket with breadsticks. Come
If
on,
you
Luke.
take one more step,
I
I will have to stop you. And his voice begins to deepen. Do not move any further, Bruce.
I use my channel divinity. I
Yeah.
pull out my symbol of the Morning Lord
Mhm.
and say, "The Morning Lord is with me, and not the work you do here."
No,
And
Bruce. The Morning Lord is with me.
and
And at that,
hang on, I'm doing
What
the
are you gonna
fucking.
And
And then
and then
he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Fucking do this, boys.
Shit.
book him up.
11.
Okay, I got. Does that against that games? He fails. He fails.
What are you trying to do?
So he. Okay, first question, because I've just jumped the gun a bit here. Is he immune to being frightened?
What are you trying to do?
I'm using. Well, it says I can do this unless he's immune to being frightened.
He's immune to being frightened, but you wouldn't know until he cast it.
No, I wouldn't know. Well, then it was just to hold him in place, so and he couldn't move.
So you tried to hold him in place, and at that, he just shakes it off. You see your spell come, and it just washes over him with no
Fuck.
no effect. At that, he begins to almost grow in size from his normal form. His brown robes drop away, and underneath you see a chiseled white body.
Ooh.
Gold hair begins to sprout
So I
from
like
his head, which comes into almost like just shoulder length hair. His eyes roll back in his head and turn blinding white, which seem to emit a glow. From behind him, two large white wings stretch, almost 10 feet between them. He begins to fly up in the room. On his bottom half is just a gold, almost like loincloth skirt, and on his wrists appear these gold braces. In his left hand, as he reaches to the ceiling, a huge gold ornate mace appears. He floats above the ground for a second and says, "This is your final chance, Bruce. Do
I think we
not
should give him the
leave."
face.
I think he just wants to fight Bruce. So
It sounds
I
like
think
it.
Bruce, you've got yourself in this situation. Me and Lou are out of here.
got yourselves a little Lord of Light off.
Mr. Rabbit,
Move.
Mr. Rabbit, you can have the face. I don't really care.
Just
seem
give
pretty
me,
jacked.
just give me a second. Let me just look through my shit. Because I've
Yeah,
got two characters here that I'm
desperately
desperately trying to
looking
look through.
I'll see if I got a photo of the abbot while you're looking.
Okay. We've already got aid up. That's not going to do anything. Firebolt.
Really wish this guy was on our side.
Okay, not really got anything. How's Irina reacting in this? Is she like cool about it? Is she scared? She's scared. Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't really want her face cutting off, to be fair.
Somebody wants your face.
Sure.
How
Sure.
would you feel?
I look to everyone else as if to be like, what are we doing? Are we up for a
face be cut off,
Are we up
so
for
I
a
guess
fight?
it's
Yeah, well, fight
Is-
/ get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I fire a crossbow bolt at the woman, the faceless
the
woman.
woman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, if you go,
Vampire
this
fuckers
is-
assemble.
basically, if you take it into combat, we'll roll for initiative. But this is your last chance to not do combat. I've sent
Oh,
you
I
a
see.
photo of what he looks like on the group as well. If you choose.
Okay.
All right, hang on a
let's have
second. Hang on a
Does
second.
he look hard?
But we can talk our ways ourselves out of this, I believe.
Well, it didn't seem imminent, the face cutting, so let's
Maybe we can
just say like
make
let's
a deal.
yeah.
Okay, as we're sort of a bit of a standoff here, I'll be like, as you can appreciate, we did not expect to come into the Abbey and have our friend's face cut off. So forgive us if we're a
This is
little
the
bit
path.
put out here.
You think you've made a mistake?
I say, this is definitely not how you behave at a dinner table. I'm still sat down, by the way.
You're trying to teach your friend here, Vasilka, table etiquette. Talking about cutting off one of the guests' faces is not
Yeah.
proper
and you're
etiquette.
shirtless. Yeah. You weirdo.
Vasilka knows the difference between work and learning.
Are you going to let us leave?
No, not unless we make a deal. I need a face, and I need it, but a week is out.
Get him
Do we have?
Because
Do we
it's
have some
perfect.
time? Can we?
Interesting.
Can we think on it?
What if we can
think
get you a better face? What if we
Bruce.
can find you a better face?
That's it. If you can find me a better face, then I will take that.
Yes, we will do that. We will find you the best face. I've seen some lovely faces today. We will bring you on. How soon do you need this new face?
What about Lou? Do you like Lou?
As soon as possible.
I think we should
He
just
Except
will
on a
be
face.
here within the week.
Within the week. Okay, yeah, we'll get you a face. We'll get you a face. You don't want this old hag. Look at it. Oh, gross.
Do you have any
Gross.
specific requirements for this face?
You're like,
She is perfect.
okay, we'll model her off there. That's fine. That's fine. We got to go off. Yeah, yeah, cool. Esmeralda doesn't tickle your pickle at all. Just checking.
No.
Okay. We don't want bargain bin. We want top tier. Okay, got it. Yeah.
This guy, fuck me.
Face boys. Get a face.
Are we really doing this?
I start
Yeah,
back.
listen.
I start backing out again and sort of like start pushing
Yeah. that's
Irina
all
back as
fun.
well, and I say,
You have 3 days.
Yeah, come on, Lou. Let's get a face. Come on,
3
good boy.
days. We will
What
return.
happens if we don't in 3 days?
Did you ask that?
Yeah. If we're late.
Yeah, is there a late fee?
It needs to be done.
Okay, cool. I lean over and I say, it doesn't sound like there's a late fee.
Are you leaving,
Alright,
Callum?
guys, let's get the fuck out of
Alan,
here.
come on.
Hmm,
Stop eating.
okay.
At this, he lowers himself back to the ground. He's still in his form, but his wings fold behind him, and he begins to show Valeska how to move the cutlery again.
Can't wait to kill this.
Can I slip off to the right? Can I go upstairs?
You make a stealth check.
Damn.
I was not expecting
14.
this at all. Or
Yeah,
any
but
of
this
you
is
guys.
exactly what I was expecting.
This guy's fucking
This
mental.
is very interesting.
It is not for you. You have work to do.
Yeah,
Find the face.
found it. Pointing there.
Go on, let's get out of here, guys. Let's skedaddle.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Back about.
When we get outside, I just sort of turn to this and go, "We should just burn this place down and run away very fast."
As we get outside, I say, like, I detected nothing but evil from him.
Yeah. No shit.
You think?
Yeah, didn't need
Thanks,
magic for that one.
He's also a celestial, which means he's from a higher plane of existence.
Yeah.
Do you think we
I
can
saw
kill
him
him, in all
floating
honesty?
Yeah.
Yeah, those abs were not of this world.
Did you say he's evil?
I don't know if you noticed, Callan, but my sharp wits picked up that he was very evil.
But did he tell us he was evil?
He did not.
No.
No, he didn't. But
Just
It's
did
still a
know.
prick,
Didn't
though.
count.
well, obviously the way he's behaving, but my divine sense picked up that he was pure evil.
Do you
Didn't
think
tell
we
us
can
that.
kill him?
I have no idea.
Celestial sounds like a possibly a not killable thing.
I don't know.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
We don't even know if it does that.
So you make your way back into the courtyard, and the door closes behind you.
Whatever
We're gonna
happens,
find a face.
he isn't laying a fucking finger on Irina.
Yeah, we're not giving him a face. Let's fucking get this shit out of here.
I
How's
suggest,
he gonna fucking track us down?
well, I don't know.
Wings. Motherfucker can fly.
But I feel that this Koresk is no longer safe for Irina. Where the
Of
fuck
course,
is
it's the only
safe?
safe place.
Where the fuck is safe in this godforsaken place? The only safe place was the fucking tavern in Valaki. Maybe
Right, guys, we need to
Fuck that up.
where to go.
I think we should leave.
Well, I'd definitely like to go back to the tower and get my stuff, like I said.
Let's do
I
that.
want
Yeah.
to go look at.
Yep, your
Yeah.
stuff's definitely still there, so we could do that.
Well, weren't we supposed to check out a graveyard? For some reason.
Yeah, but I think we was to find an ally, and I think that we've done that.
That's what we got. Yeah, got you.
I would like to just hit up that graveyard on the way out, as it's right by the entrance.
Light's peckish.
Shame. So
Can
you
I-
head
can
out
we
the main
check-
gate from the courtyard?
Can I check this thing? Because it's covered, and I want to know why.
What thing?
Up north.
North. Hang on, let me zoom my map up there. Yeah, sure. Are you splitting up or are you going together?
Just as we're leaving, Bruce is gonna be like, 1 second, and it's like, run over there. Clink, 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 full armor.
I'll head over with him.
There's a building. I like looting.
So you open up the building, and it's basically like a gatehouse that stands to the entrance to the Abbey Garden. So you see behind are ornate like flower beds. So nestled between the rising and plunging cliffs are 4 rectangular garden plots enclosed by 5-foot-high walls of mortared stone. White rabbits nibble on turnips uprooted by the cold, and 2 lifeless scarecrows with stuffed gullets and sackcloth heads hang from the wooden crosses pounded into the cold hard earth.
Lovely.
So, yeah, this is just the gardens where they're clearly producing their own food. The small gatehouse is similar to ones that you walk past at the main entrance, but it's empty inside.
Okay, I just turn around and clink, 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 come back. There's nothing there, nothing to see. Let's go.
So you return back. As you guys make it to the main entrance, got that. So you see that stunted pines grow out the rocky earth in the graveyard near the foundation of the abbey's north wing. The windows to that room where you were are cracked panes of leaded glass. Ancient gravestones burst from thin crust of snow in the yard, below the low walls, that surround the graveyard, the ground falls away, and the village lies 400 feet below. The view is breathtaking.
As we're
Take
walking,
it in, boys.
I'm just gonna head over to those graves and just see if I can grab me a little bit of subtle grave dirt.
Okay, which bit are you going to?
It's this nearest grave to me here.
Okay, yeah, you've managed to carve away the snow
can I follow
underneath. Yeah.
Blight as well? And do any of the names on the stone stand out, or is there anything of note?
Are they all your name?
The names you see all seem to be holy names. So there's like stuff like Brother Martek, Brother Valen, Sister Constance, and Sister Lenora, and they all seem to be that of the Abbey folk who lived here a long time ago.
I say to the others, celestial beings are usually good. So either he's been corrupted in some way, or is under the influence of evil. Something's not right, obviously. But whatever, I don't think we can stay in Kresk any longer. I think we should leave.
I have a feeling that in 3 days, though, no matter where we are in this fucking shithole Barovia, he's gonna come for us. We just need to be ready.
I have a feeling he won't leave this place, but I may be wrong.
He really wants a face. I got that vibe.
He has wings.
That's why
I got that vibe.
my plan was to kill the bride. Because then he's not going to want a face.
Oh, Solidus. I feel
It
like that
would.
would get us into a lot of trouble.
Or he takes more than the face.
I only liked the face. I think
So
it wasn't
you
too
guys are
specific.
chatting as you
focused.
were weaving your way back down this mountain pass back into Kresk.
I can always disguise myself as Irina.
And take Callan's face. Yes.
Oh my god.
But that
Right.
is a good plan. Can we?
He just carves the face off and it turns back into yours, and he's like, "What?"
Is there any way we can disguise someone else's face to look like Irina's face?
Should have seen the look on your face.
Can we do a spell?
You've
Is
got
there a spell?
we've got a doll of Irina. Just give him that.
I'm gonna
Okay.
staple that to the woman's head, is he?
Mm.
So you head down the path, and after an hour or so, you manage to make it back into the village.
Um,
Can I what a day?
As you head back to the Burgomaster's cottage, you see Adrian out the front.
Adrian, the fucking abbot up there, he's crazy. He's creating these. Well, he's saying he's curing them like these people. He's attached limbs of other animals. It's horrific. He's creating a bride that he believes will marry Strahd. He's looking for a face.
That's a lot of information.
I know. I'm struggling with it myself. I think
Can I just,
Listen, Adrian, long
Can I
story
add-
short,
Yeah.
can I add something out of...
You're new to the party. You
Hi,
are
I'm Esmeralda.
she's called outright.
pleased to meet you.
Can I add something out? I'm just going to read it from here because I think this is probably important. Over a century ago, a pilgrim from a distant land came to Kresk and insisted that he insisted he'd be allowed to reopen the abbey. The nameless man was strikingly handsome and extremely persuasive, and the villagers couldn't help but do as he commanded. Eternally young, he presides over the abbey to this day, and locals refer to him simply as the abbot. Many villagers suspect that the abbot is Strahd in disguise, for they've heard stories about Strahd appearing in other guises. The truth, however, is more disturbing. I'm guessing I've learned that from being here.
Yeah, from
Adds
like
up.
reading through the
he's.
time.
I mean, that's not Strahd. That's not Strahd.
I
But
think it's clear we need to get
This
the hell
guy's
out of here.
enough. Either way, yeah.
Adrian
We have an
says,
idea of where?
I'll be leaving back to the winery in the morning. I've had a raven. The family are there.
I think that
we're just gonna group together for safety.
Would you
I think we
take
should
Irina
maybe
with
take
you?
Yes, if you wish.
We can just wait. I mean, Strahd's coming here in 3 days.
Yeah, but
We're gonna stay
Yes, but he's
here. Though?
expecting a face.
Strahd's coming here in a
I know
week.
he's expecting a face, but what's he going to do?
No, you said Strahd's coming here in a week, and this guy's expecting
Yeah.
a face in
Within
3
the week.
days.
Within the week, Strahd is coming.
Right.
So are we
Crazy
either just
Strahd
hiding
turns up and-
Irina, or are we all
Oh, yeah.
hiding? Or what? Do we? What do we think?
I
got
feel having Irina anywhere close to where Strahd is potentially coming is dangerous.
I agree. We should definitely get her away. But do we go with her, or do we wait here and try and fight or something? I don't know.
As a Lord of Light, how do you feel about this guy tarnishing the name of the Lord of Light?
I feel he's a fraud. He's a phony.
What are you going to do
Big
about it?
fat phony.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
but
to round you up.
He's a lot buffer than you.
He's
He
got abs.
he might be
That's for days.
crazy,
Get a
but
steam pack.
he isn't going to be a simple pushover. And honestly, I think we get Irina away to safety, and I think we go to Strahd himself and go try to get answers. I do not believe that guy up there. I do not think. I would put gold, silver, and copper on the fact that Strahd is
No,
not coming here.
He did say that Strahd appeared in disguise, but he saw through it. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why would Strahd bother disguising?
Why would Strahd
No.
bother with this guy? Why would Strahd marry a fucking
Strahd doesn't-
Frankenstein
Yeah, he doesn't want that.
bride? This isn't what Strahd's about. There's something to miss here.
So what are you saying, bro? We should drop the redhead off at the winery and then see Strahd for his little dinner invitation?
I say we hold a pageant. We invite women from all around the land, representing their towns. We say, "Hey, towns, send us your best looking women." We hold it right here. 2 days from now, we get some sponsors. We get sponsored by the winery.
Call it the
And, you know,
face.
Call it the face.
Right, Solidus, I admire your enthusiasm, but I don't think any of our plans should end with someone losing their face.
I agree.
Hey, you've got
Fine.
the severed head.
Yeah, look.
You're welcome to leave the head.
I don't think he likes this kind of face.
I feel we need.
Fine.
I feel at
We'll
the
take
very
the
least,
face.
we need to get Irina away from this place.
Yeah, let's
That
drop
we
him for the
surely,
winery.
surely that we can all agree on. Beyond that, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I just feel bad because I told him we'd get him a face.
What about we take the face off the head and then disguise it to look like Irina's?
Don't think
So-
you can do that.
I mean, I've got a disguise kit, but I don't think it stretches that far.
How skillful
We
can
don't
you
know.
disguise? So is there no spell where we can make this face on the head look like Irina's?
You can. Well, Blight, I believe, can cast a minor illusion, but
Yeah,
it's
that's not
just
gonna-
it's just an illusion, and he has to be there to do it, and it's gonna fall through as soon as
Oh,
he
dear.
touches it.
I'll roll low, I
It'll-
imagine.
It'll achieve nothing anyway.
Hmm.
Right, guys,
Hmm.
listen. Let's get Irina to the winery and speak
Yes,
to
let's
the
get
family
to
there.
winery safety.
Where is? Yeah,
Look at the big map.
yeah. Can we bring the Big
please.
Mac up? Is there somewhere else we
Just
can
starting
we're
to like
missing
it.
We
here?
can
or-
have a little bit of a
Yeah, the
council
winery
there with the
doesn't sound
family and
great.
Let's go somewhere that Paul hasn't planned.
Into the
okay,
lake.
yeah. Head to the tower then, whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
needs
that-
to
Well,
drop allies.
I can get us into the tower if have you been in the tower?
We have,
We
yeah.
may have explored the tower, yes.
Esmeralda, do you know of any safe places around other than the
I
tower,
don't-
maybe?
I don't think so. I mean, the tower's good. There's spells we can cast that I feel like strike lightning?
We've never been here, have we?
That's already cast on the tower, so
We're pinging on the map.
Who's that?
no,
Where are you
you haven't been
pinging?
there.
Where is that?
It's probably going to be
down
something
near the
horrible
Luna
there,
River.
let's face
Sure.
it.
I just point it on the map to Adrian. Adrian, what is this place? Do you know of it?
I don't head that way. We stick to the road and we don't deliver there.
Hmm.
I believe it's ruins.
Okay.
Ruins.
Suddenly Irish ruins.
It's definitely going to be a witch or a Frankenstein or some bollocks living there, isn't there, let's face it.
Listen, we can try and keep her safe at the winery. It's probably the best place in Barovia for her.
I can think of nowhere better at the minute.
The family are there.
Same.
Everyone except Erwin, he's still at the...
I trust the Ravens.
Could perform a Tarocca reading.
A Barocca?
Tarocca reading.
It's a rocker reading.
The Tarocca deck. The cards.
Do you want to perform a reading for where to put Irina? 'Cause you
Yeah.
can.
Could do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh my god. Alright.
Oh my god.
Right, I don't have anything more on that, so.
Yep. Just 1 second.
Oh,
There's a little deck of cards down here now.
That's
Can
fun.
you guys see that or not?
Yeah.
yeah, I see a card.
Okay. So Esmeralda pulls out a pack of cards from her inside jacket pocket. She draws one out and places it. And then, after a short period, it tells you what it means. I could do a Taraka reading. Yeah, sure, I fucking could. What is it? The Bishop. 8 of Glyphs. Oh, Christ. Okay. Cool.
We're putting a DM on the spot here.
She pulls out the card and she glances over it. This card is the 8 of Glyphs, or as we call it, the Bishop. This card speaks of amber doors. It's like a treasury, a temple. This is what the deck has
Temple?
said.
Temple? Adrian, do you know of any temples?
Do you know of any amber doors?
Yes,
Oh, my god.
but I don't think that's a safe place.
Why not? Where is it?
There is a temple in the very south of the land, near the top of the mountain. If you follow the Slavic road and go south at the Raven River crossroads, you go up the Selenka Pass. It's a treacherous road, and I have only heard tales of people going. The Selenka Pass leads up to the Luna Lake and then beyond. I have heard of a temple.
Wasn't the Luna Lake important for something? What if us find something in a lake? A weapon?
That's where the sword is, I think.
Okay.
You found
get it.
the thingy in a lake. The sword is in at the mists.
Oh.
Yeah,
I believe.
The mists.
Well, let me just bring up your
Master of the Marsh.
Master of the
Ah.
That's where the Sword of Sunlight is.
Not a lake then. Okay. Marsh.
Esmeralda, what do you feel about these Tarocca cards? Is this a
Right.
guidance of some sort, or?
I've always believed in following them. They're not magical, but they seem to work.
It's a good idea.
Well, you just said that you don't feel it's safe for Irina
Wait, for where?
Send Irina to the winery, and
at the
we'll
temple.
continue.
No,
Listen,
drop Irina off.
This is Adrian. I appreciate your culture and your tradition, but everything I've heard about the Amber Temple is not good.
No, we can't be taking any more risks at this point. Let's make a decision here. Let's take Irina to the safest place we know, which is with you and your family at the winery,
I swear we will protect her.
and we'll make a decision from there, whether it's to continue on to see Strahd himself.
Can we disguise Irina now with one of my kits? Because I know that Strahd has spies in all of the settlements.
Just seeing
He's
if
been
she-
walking
travelled
around
okay.
pretty
Oh,
casually.
to be fair,
You wouldn't know that from your because you've just encountered them, but she's okay.
I mean, we've been walking around with her as she is for now. I think she'll be fine.
And she sort of speaks up. I appreciate your concern, but if I feel threatened, I can disguise myself. I have in the past.
You turn
Also,
around.
do I get a vote on where I go?
No, that'd be foolish.
I would feel safer at the winery. I know these people, and they have only shown us kindness.
Okay,
s-
I'm happy to
winery.
travel there with Adrian, if you wish to split.
You see Bruce step forward and just starts muttering under his breath, like drawing his palm through the air. And a loyal steed appears in front of him.
God. What?
And he turns to Irina and says, Irina, hop on. We're taking you to the winery.
I mean,
And she has a horse to travel with.
And that, my friends, is where we'll pick up next time.
Very good.
I mean,
Awesome.
What
Love
a
it.
session. So
I was not
One
expecting that sort of a session. Like that was
I was
fucking
saying to Lauren
crazy.
when you went for a piss, I was like, you were like, oh yeah, let's just nip up to the monastery. It's Barovia. It's not going to be a good place. Where has anywhere been good in this land? Oh, dude.
I wasn't expecting quite a
Fucking
chaotic
Bowl, man.
place.
it's probably the best
I
roll I've ever
thought-
done.
Really enjoyed that one.
Nice. So, so you're sending Irina to the winery, and then what's your group intention? You're probably gonna hit up Tower. Then do you want to go
What's-
see Strahd?
What, I don't have much more information on the Taraka cards. What is the general guidance on that card? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? What's
It's hard to know. The Taraka cards just see out. They're like seer cards. They're like our version of tarot cards. They lay out the path, people's fate. It doesn't. They're vague about whether it's good or bad.
The fact that you just pulled the bishop and the 8, did you choose that, or is that random, or is
That's
that
random.
okay?
That's
Mm.
Taraka.
Okay.
That's Taraka, baby.
But to be fair, like, shit, son. What a random card to pull. If I could have rigged it,
Really?
shit, son. Meta game? I don't think you want to take Irene.
No, it doesn't
No,
sound good.
we've definitely got to drop her off and do our next move with that.
Yeah, I'm all for dropping her off. I think we should go to the temple.
Let's drop her off at the winery, chat
you've
with the
got any
family,
goodies.
and just see if they can give us any new information about what's going on.
Hmm.
And we head off on our own.
My
With our
my
new- with our
vote
new pal.
my vote is that we go to the tower on the way to Strahd and just cut out all of the questioning and umming and ahhing, and let's go to dinner and see what he has to say and try and get a deal to go home.
Do we want to figure out what this last weapon is though that we could get?
I don't
Ah.
feel like we're going there for the end game. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't feel like they were going there to fight him, or I feel
No,
like
I
we're
don't
going there
either.
for answers.
Going there to parlay.
But is he gonna fight us anyway if we fucking go there?
Well,
I mean,
He offered us
Esmeralda's a
package in
vampire hunter. Going well,
Mhm.
is it?
what did you say, Paul? Sorry.
I said he offered safe passage.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like he
Don't
can.
throw any fucking soup balls at him.
Yeah, I feel like we can. We can.
We'll see what he says.
You can tell.
I feel like we can be civil, but
Wait.
I'll have to disguise.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I really enjoyed that one.
Maybe think on it anyway and post in the group what we think. But that's my gut feeling that we go to Strahd. But I'm up for going to the other places and doing all the other prep first. I don't know.
See what happens. I'll prep everything.
Well, we'll try and come up with a decision to give you a
I've
chance
got,
to.
I can do it. I can prep.
You said you've got the dinner with Strahd prepped, right?
Dinner's prepped.
Give him.
I can prep the other things that you've brought up tonight, so yeah, I'll be fine. Be good. So, pencil in. I don't know how I get a calendar on it. 2 weeks from now, do you want to hit the Sunday? Because
Yeah, 28th.
Yeah.
Sundays seem to be the most.
Sure.
That's when stuff happens, like Mother's Day and Valentine's Day and all that stuff. So Sunday the 28th of March.
Sure, yeah.
Cool.
British summertime begins. That's the festival for them.
Yes.
Peruvian summertime.
Sweet.
Paul, that was another great one. Thank you,
Yeah,
mate.
thanks, mate. Enjoyed it.
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks you guys.
Nice-
You guys are the.
Nice for you to
Good
join
meeting,
us,
mate.
James,
To meet
as
you,
well.
James. Yeah,
Yes.
Cheers,
let's have
mate.
another ally.
Okay. Yeah, it's been fun.
Right.
Awesome.
Bye.
See you later.
See you
Fellas,
again.
bye.
Bye.